Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back joining Edmonton and Anaheim in progress. Welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. It's 1-0 Edmonton. We'll get to all the stats and everything momentarily. So we are just switching everything over here as we are joining this one in progress. So we're just picking it up. Bear with us as we get ourselves oriented and set up here. Big game. Montreal going down to the hands of Tampa Bay. Now it's up to the Oilers. Can they get in this one and get going? So thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go Ducks, Oilers. So welcome back. Here we go. We are in it to win it and set to rock and roll. Oh boy, we got to switch some stuff around here. There we go. All right. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Shot right on. That's going to be a stop. Darnell Nurse coming through. We're just making a bunch of changes. As this one, what a great game the last one was. And now here we go, Edmonton and Anaheim. So welcome in. Kasperi Kapanen, your goal scorer. Kasperi Kapanen from Walman and Dickinson. So thanks for joining us. Kelly, it is my pleasure. Welcome back in. Liam, welcome back in. Good to see you. Rick, welcome back in. That's right, wardrobe change. Getting ourselves set up and ready to go. Off the draw. Oilers to the point. Walman with a shot. That one is blocked. Here come the Ducks. Quickly. Going to move it ahead. Anaheim. Edmonton going to break that one up. Playing it around the half boards. Trying to fish it out. Can't get there. Now Carlson is going to reset, work this one back across again. Thank you, everybody, for coming over. New stream means new things. You got to hit that like button all over again. Let's go. Welcome in. This coming across. Aliens, what's up? Welcome in. This going to be played up along this side. Your goaltenders, Tristan Jarry. Hang on. Here comes Edmonton. Driving around, going down. Hand goes up. We got a penalty coming up. Trip is going to be the call. Lacombe, I believe, is going to the box. Edmonton to the power play. So it's going to be Dostal against Tristan Jarry. Two big goaltenders coming in. Kelly, that is a great question. Muggs, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're getting going here with the Oilers and the Ducks. Thank you, Tom, for the follow. Kaz, welcome in. Welcome in again. Third stream for us. Neely, what's up? Welcome. Third stream for us here today, but we wouldn't have it any other way. All right, let's get everything set right now. The algorithm is going, what? You were just live and you weren't and you are? I'm so confused. But we are here, so welcome in. Crush those likes. Let's go. Oilers on the power play. This one sailing wide, and it's going to be played out. Anaheim shorthanded. In over the line, driving through. Bouchard watching it go, and here's a shot. Jarry going to use the shoulder, deflect that one out of play. Kasperi Kapanen, Neely. Kasperi Kapanen has the goal, his fourth, which, can you believe it? Walman and Dickinson picking up the assists. Again, Vince, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thanks, everybody. I know it was a real quick change going from one stream here to the next. Drop back. Here come the Oilers. McDavid cutting through the middle. Going to drop it for Nugent Hopkins. The Nuge played around over on the far side for Draisaitl. Trying to get it to Hyman. He can't get it. Kept in by Draisaitl. Hyman going to the front of the net. Draisaitl in the corner. Reverses it to the point. Over to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. To Bouchard. Hammers it. That one is stopped and kicked aside. Right to McDavid. Back down to Bouchard. Bouch up to McDavid. He's going to feed it back and forth. Hyman with a big battle in front of the net. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard. He's curling, sending it across ice. Nugent Hopkins shooting. Scores! The Oilers crack another one. There you go. The Oilers with a 2-0 lead. Ryan Nugent Hopkins on the power play. What a big goal, Matthew. There you are. What a huge goal. A massive Oiler goal. 2-0 Edmonton. Mega, what's up, buddy? Bellatimon, what's up? Doing this stream for all our Oiler fans out there who've been asking. Let's go. Montreal lost to Tampa Bay. And now the Oilers trying to tie this one up. Spencer, what's good? Welcome back in. Iron, welcome in. Beverly, good to see you back. Skittles, welcome again. Welcome in, everybody. Lambo, good to see you. Leo hitting that follow. Thank you so much. We'll go over everything that's been taking place at first intermission. That's 13 minutes away. 5 shots for the Oilers, 3 for the Ducks. Holy, Hyman doing a good job taking the eyes away from Dostal. Set it up for a tip, and it almost got a piece of it. His stick was right there, and he almost got a piece. Oh, and it went off Dostal and then off Mintyukov. So it kind of played some pinball there. A little pinball, and it goes in. Lamborghini, thanks for the follow. Dylan, thanks for the follow. Appreciate y'all so much. All right, Mario, what's good? Now they're going to go to commercial break. Of course they are. Just as we get here. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. Sonny, what's going on? Welcome in. Holy cow. Already up 2-0, Dylan. That's right. Already up 2-0. Jonathan, what's going on? Got it. Got to wear it, right? Got to wear it. Got to represent my boy, Zach Hyman. Got to represent. Been waiting to wear it. Been waiting. Huge Zach Hyman fan. Huge Zach Hyman fan. If I redeemed McDavid and gave me the Oilers. Oh, Jonathan, I should check. In Mario, that's it. You can hit the report. You can also block Mario if somebody's getting under your skin. You can block them so you don't see them anymore. Thanks, Mega. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, man. So good. All right, there was something I was just going to check, and now I forgot what it was. Switch. Switch the cap. I do have to go through my pile of hockey caps here, but it was such a quick turnaround, only because he was in the Leafs. Doesn't matter why. Doesn't matter why. The why doesn't matter. Randy, what's going on? Nugent Hopkins and Kasperi Kapanen, the goal scorers. And it was a beaut. Yeah, listen, Toronto at the time had a choice to make, right? It was between Zach Hyman or I can't remember the other guy now who ended up going to Ottawa and bounced around. Now that's going to bother me. Anyways, they elected to keep the wrong guy. They couldn't afford to keep them both. Hyman moves to Edmonton, and I'm telling you, he has not looked back since. He has been awesome. He has been great. So this coming around, Yari going to play it around the boards, going to come out. Here's a back pass by Draisaitl up in the middle. Here's another shot trying to come through. Doesn't connect. Connor Brown. Thank you, Mario. Connor Brown. Holy smokes. You can tell my brain is tired. Eric, what's up? Go Oilers, go. It was between Zach Hyman and Connor Brown, and the Leafs thought Connor Brown was the better value. They went with Brown, and I think that was a mistake. But who knows? If Hyman doesn't come to Edmonton, maybe he doesn't have that breakout like he did. This down low again. Draisaitl playing it to the point. Here's a one-timer and a big save by Dostal. We got some pushing and shoving as Carlson is trying to mix it up in there with Frederick. Trent Frederick, solid pickup by the Oilers just for this exact case. Frederick is going to get in there and bang and crash and do all of those things. So good call by the Oilers to pick up Trent Frederick. Let's go. Off the draw, this is brought around, held in at the line. Edmonton curling, shooting, and again, Dostal with a nice save. into the glove and hanging on to it. User, it depends on the scenario, but right now I want to see some Canadian teams go a little further. And I have always been more of an Oilers fan than a Ducks fan. I think the Oilers are a better team. Yeah, I agree with you there, Simon. That was terrible. Hey, Joshua, what's going on? Welcome in. George Springer put his house on the market? No, Joshua. Maybe he just wants to move to a new area. It's going to be brought down the ice. Bouchard with it now. Bouchard curling around behind the net. Bouch going to move it up to Ekholm. Ahead to McDavid. McDavid with speed. He's cutting in, turning the corner. McDavid still spinning around. He's going to fish it back to Ekholm. Got tipped, but Ekholm keeps this one in the corner. Oils sitting it around here on the near side. And the Ducks trying to fight this one out, and they do. Spinning it back around. Hyman in the middle. Tried to play it down. Couldn't get there. Big hit on the corner. This is going to be played all the way back. Ducks with it now. Setting it up, chipping it in the zone. They're going to come and rush. Wallman trying to get it out, having some trouble. Ducks in the high slot. It's knocked down. Nugent Hopkins can't get it. This going in the corner again. Played back to the point. Ducks sending it around. Carlson down low in the corner. Edmonton just going to flip this one out and all the way down the ice. I'm with the Canadian teams, but Mighty Ducks are your favorite. Nice. That's okay. That's okay. Hey, Lucas, welcome in. Yeah, Canadian Canuck, I agree with you. They'll definitely be looking back. Here comes Anaheim trying to spin out of the corner, and that's going to be taken away. Edmonton, you got to spread out a little bit. Roslovic is going to play this one all the way down in the corner. Ducks going to side up behind their own net. Going to start to move it. Trouba with a long outlet pass. That's going to come. No icing called. Nurse going to send it around behind. Quick, long outlet pass. And the Oilers just going to dump this one in. Coming in on it is Draisaitl. He takes it away. Playing it back to the point. Misses everybody. Going to come out of the zone. I don't think any other Canadian team fans will be rooting for the Leafs. No, Mario, I don't think they would be. I don't think they would be, but that's okay, right? To each their own. The good thing about sports is you can cheer and boo for whoever you like. But I agree with you. Oiler fans wouldn't be cheering for the Leafs. Sens fans certainly wouldn't be cheering for the Leafs. But that's okay. This over the line. Look out. Very close to too many men on the ice. And we got a whistle. Offside. It's Hyman right there trying to bring that one in. Deep orange, Michael. Jonathan, a little A&W today, a little A&W. I have not seen the cartoon of it. One Piece, welcome back in. I've not seen the Mighty Ducks cartoon. Something I've heard it's okay. All right, if you're just coming back in again, smash that thumbs up button. I know you've probably done it twice already today on both the other streams. We got to do it one more time. So hit that like button for us. Oof, good start here. Good start. Stan, how's it going? Welcome in. 2-0 Oilers right now. Pretty sweet. Yeah, Kaz, so disappointing, right? Habs did lose. It was a tough game. Ottawa going down in 4. The question is, what do they do next year? Is Brady Tkachuk still going to be a Senator, or are they going to find a way to move on from him? He was lousy. He was just absolutely lousy. Yeah, Boston got embarrassed today. That made me happy. Love to see Buffalo have a big game. That was awesome. Hyman, his father and brother purchased the Bradford Bulldogs. Yeah, that's huge. And Hyman has been doing a lot of work in Ontario. Ran a summer clinic here last summer when he had his broken wrist. Was pretty awesome. Not that his broken wrist was awesome, but that he's still doing so much in and around Toronto and Ontario area. Flyers are a dark horse. Oh man, Flyers have shocked me. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting at all for them to do what they're doing. I thought Pittsburgh was going to knock them out in quick. No, Crime Dog, I'll have to go take a look. I haven't seen the opposite angle. I've just seen that one where you kind of see it from Slavkovsky's back. But if you put it in the Discord, I'll go take a look at it. Hey, Mark, welcome in. They're still a pretty good team, right? Anaheim, still a good team as much as we don't want to believe it. But they should be good. They were neck and neck in the regular season. Oilers with 93 points, Ducks with 92 points. Ducks actually had more wins than the Oilers, but the Oilers had more overtime losses. So they are neck and neck. This is going to get tipped out. Oilers going to race it down, chase it down. Lacombe back with it. 7 shots for the Oilers, 3 for Anaheim. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first period. Lacombe still waiting. This crowd certainly is not as loud as we've seen in some of the other games, but they're chanting aloud. Could just be the way the microphones are. Here comes Dickinson up over the line. He's going to shoot. That one gets blocked, and he gets dumped down in the corner. Back the other way. Here comes Anaheim. Up through the middle, high slot with a shot. Look out. Tristan Jarry went the wrong way. That one came close. Hey, Machine. Ducks were better than the Kings this season. That they were. I can't even make a Kings joke because they managed to get into the playoffs when most of my teams didn't. Here's Anaheim, long outlet pass. Anaheim coming in, turning the corner across with a shot and a huge glove save. Tristan Jarry off the stick of McTavish with a big glove save. That was a beauty. That's what we like to see. McTavish letting it rip. But my goodness, Tristan Jarry, the play before that was a little frightening, I agree, Kelly. San Jose, man, they were close. They were up and down, but when push came to shove, they just couldn't overcome the deficit they were in. Missed it by 4 points. But boy, San Jose has a lot to build on, which is amazing. Joshua, that would be awesome. Don't think so, but that would be awesome. Kelly, I would like to as well. It's definitely on my hit list. Truba. Going to work this one up. McTavish sliding it in. No, it stopped. Here comes Edmonton breaking up ice. Look out. And that's going to get hitting a skate and coughed all the way back. McDavid going to play it back. Long pass. Edmonton into the zone. Got a piece, but not enough. Trying to curl around here. Again, the Ducks going to move it forward. Dumped in Edmonton defensively. They're going to get back. There's a huge hit in the corner. Physicality picking up. The Oilers going to move it. Pekozin lost the handle. Oh, boy, that was a close one. Wallman has to go back and get it. Wallman looking up ice. Here's a long pass. Almost intercepted. This comes all the way back. Carlson behind the net now, going to start to work forward. He gets it to the red line. Ducks going to flip it in. Darnell Nurse going back with it. He gets pushed off the puck. Trying to move ahead. I can't stand Darnell Nurse. Murphy helped it out. Here comes Nurse again. Over the line, puts it towards the net. Easy stop, and it's cleared all the way back down. I don't think so, Kelly. I think Minnesota's going to surprise them. I think they already have surprised them, but I really think it is going to be Minnesota that takes that series. Here come the Oilers again. A little bounce off the boards, trying to cut through. Szymanski doing a nice job. The Ducks back the other way. They're going to play it off the boards around. Here they come, trying to turn the corner on Bouchard. Rolls in on Jarry, and a nice stop as he's going to smother it up. As Carlson is buzzing out there. Carlson is really buzzing out there. So they're going to go to a commercial break. The Oil. Seneca for the Ducks. A big hit, a big collision. They're going to go to a commercial break. I think people don't like Nurse because of how much the Oilers paid for him. So, Machine, that's definitely one reason I do not like Nurse at all. I do not like Nurse at all. I think he is overpaid. I don't think he's a good defenseman. And I think he's a hypocrite. I think he's a terrible hypocrite. You remember when he got absolutely dropped by Ryan Reeves, kind of coming around behind the net in Toronto. Ryan Reeves flattened him. And he came out saying Ryan Reeves has no place in hockey. Natty, thanks for the follow. And thank you, whoever hit that subscribe. He was going on about Reeves has no place in the game. All he does is try and injure people. He's a, terrible player, blah, 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 blah. And then Nurse does the same thing. Anytime someone has their head down, he tries to run them. He's a cheap shot artist. He's a dirty hockey player. And I think he's a hypocrite. I have zero respect for Darnell Nurse. Now, I don't think I'd say that to his face because he's way bigger than me. But I am not a fan at all. Hey, Bradley, how's it going? Welcome in. I know this is Ducks versus Oilers. It wasn't Greg Grimley. Yeah, he was a little cheap. He was a little cheap shot there with that uppercut for sure. But I think that game was just so far out of hand. I think it was a dirty, dirty, nasty game all the way around. So, listen, I don't approve of those cheap shots. However, when you're getting it the whole time, he just gave it back. I don't agree with it, and I think he's a slimy guy also. But he gave it back. Hey, Ethan, what's going on? Need this for sure. Hey, BD, hope you're doing well. Off the draw. Edmonton playing around. It's picked off by the Ducks. Ducks behind the net. Nurse coming around, trying to take it away. Stalled them up for a moment. Ducks trying to play it back to the point. Here's a long shot off the blocker. That one is steered aside. The Oilers going to send it all the way down. This should be an icing call. Nope. Dostal going to come in and slow it up. Ducks going to work it ahead. Some long passes. Anaheim into the zone. I got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of these orange jerseys either. McTavish can't get there, and Edmonton just going to flip it up. I kind of like the green and white better than the orange. Just my personal preference. This coming up, tied up along those boards. And going to be dumped right back in. Into the crowd, the vibes from this crowd tonight is so interesting. Not much really talking through. Here's a little pass up. Almost smoked there with Savoy. Back up over the line. Here come the Ducks. Into the zone, putting pressure. Centering it, sliding across the crease. Doesn't get deflected on. Bouchard can't get there. Coming side of the net. Jamming at it 1 and 2. 3 times the Mayday. The Oilers play it back. Another shot. Big save. And Edmonton finally going to clear. Big chance for the Ducks here as they rhyme a couple in. And that's going to be an icing call. McDavid is hunched over on the bench. I'm not sure exactly what happened to McDavid. So McDavid throwing a little bit of a jab there on the zone entry. But I don't know what happened. He's just on the bench kind of gasping for air there. Ducks going to win the draw. 4.5 to go in the first period. Shot getting knocked down. Another shot and a big save by Yari. This is going to be played up to Pekozin. Pulling it out of his feet. He's going to turn and cycle back. Oilers on a line change, so they got to kill some time. Now they're going to play it around up to Draisaitl. Long cross-ice pass. Here comes Edmonton. Long shot and a big save. Dostal playing well here now. He's kind of settled after those 2 Oiler goals. Draisaitl pulling it out of the corner. Can't just reach it. Mintyukov going to turn, set it up. Here come those Ducks. Ducks on the move. Oh, my chat was frozen. I'm like, why is nobody talking? My chat was frozen. Hayden, welcome in. You love the Duck jerseys? The orange is too loud. Yeah, Bruce, it certainly is. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't ignoring you. I'm like, why is nobody talking? My chat was frozen. That's why. Let's go, Yari. Thank you for the follow. I love the Winnipeg Jets. Turning around. Here's a blast from the point. Big save. Another big save. Trouba at 90 miles an hour. Back to Trouba. Trouba. He's going to crisscross. Playing this one down low. The crowd is starting to wake up. Pass across gets blocked. Oh, Jonathan coming in with that freeze. Edmonton with a delayed penalty. Ducks going to play this one down low. 3 minutes to go. Edmonton finally touches up, and a penalty is called. Does BD. He does. There's every little once in a while, there's a little shot here or there. So interference is the call. Who's going, ref? Interference is the call. Is it Wallman that's going? Viel with a beautiful screen right in the front. So Wallman is going. Interference for Wallman. Ducks on a power play. 3 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes on the power play. Back to the point. Here's a big blast. It's blocked. Oilers can't clear on the first chance. The second chance, they do. Doing his best polar pop. There you go. Holy smoke. That was wild. Ducks dangerous on the power play. That they are, that Duck fan. And welcome in. Good to see ya. Back around, up top to the point. Down low, good crisscross passing. Tape to tape. Carlson over to Terry. Terry coming down low. Back up top. Carlson playing this one across. Carlson gets it back. Looking down low with a shot right on and a nice stop into the glove. Beautiful stop. Beautiful stop. Anthony, I'm actually neither. I'm a Leaf guy. But I want the Oilers to do well here. Cal Stud needing a Ducks goal. Will they get it for you? Or will the Oilers defense shut them down? Dickinson in to take this draw. Oh, linesman didn't drop it. Gotta drop it. Gotta drop it. Prince, thank you for the follow. This is going to be played cross ice. Bouchard is going to race over for it. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey, Matthew. Love the Oilers and Toronto. Not too much of a Montreal guy. Yeah, everybody's got their teams. Galloping Ghost. Go Oilers. Welcome in. 1 minute to go. Here comes Terry. He's going to feed it off. Anaheim splitting through. Good moves. Turning around. Trying to play it back to the point. Got broken up. Now they get it across. Down over on the far side. Trying to center it. Ekholm takes it away and gets this one out. And down the ice. Holy smokes. This up over the line. Anaheim busting in. Back to the point. Gonna cycle it through. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Still waiting. Wow, this game is such a different pace than we saw in the Montreal-Tampa game. Lucian Hill, welcome in. Do you think McDavid will score tonight? You can never count out McDavid. He's a threat to score every night. Coming across. They turn it over, and the Oilers send it down the ice. Power play has expired, and it is the last minute of play in this period. Spencer, what's up? Gonna turn this one back. Up through the middle of the ice, up over the line. Anaheim coming in. Trying to get it going back to the point. Shot right on. Bobbled in front of the net. Little miscommunication there between Ekholm and Yari. Puck around the boards. The Oilers going to get it out and down the ice. Like, that was crazy. Here you go. Of course, Prep. Of course. Ducks are in trouble. Ducks are in trouble. Ali Chem, I hope so. Big hit in the corner. Long pass, 19 seconds to go. Draisaitl going to bring it up. Drops for Podkolzin. Podkolzin, he's going to spin around. Podkolzin goes to play it back to Draisaitl. It's deflected up and at a play. 9.4 seconds to go. Nah, Anthony, I strongly disagree with you there. Anthony, if you the Senators just got swept in 4 straight games. So I disagree with your statement. But that's okay. That's your opinion. Gunter, 4 shots, 5 hits. He had a big game 3. We've been at it all day. Absolutely, BD Gaines. We've been going nonstop today. This is our 3rd stream today. and we love it. I got my water here. I actually got to crack the water open. We had some food earlier, that's for sure. This is going to be flipped down the ice. Ducks over the line. Offside, and it's a late shot. 2 seconds left to go. Hey, Jamaica Dave, welcome back in. Cheers, everybody. Love some good water. That is true, Joshua. Worst captain in history over on the Ottawa Senators. Katrin, what's up? Go Oilers. Oilers. Gotta work. Gotta work. So 2 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Off the draw. And the horn is going to go. First intermission, we go. And what a period it was. Excuse me, what a good outing here for the Oilers. They needed to get out to an early lead, and they certainly have done that. Kasperi Kapanen from Wallman and Dickinson, and Nugent Hopkins from Bouchard and McDavid. That one was on the power play. Fun fact, Ducks have the most comeback wins when down by 2+ goals. Wow, Hayden. Dropping facts. Thank you, buddy. I know, Lucas. Can't believe it, right? Can't believe it. That was a tough one for sure. But hey, it's been a good game, good period here. It was a great game. The Montreal game was a great game. But they got to work hard now. The Oilers need to get back into this one. The Ducks, of course, want to extend their, I don't want to call it a chokehold, but they want to extend their series lead here. The Ducks, again, same situation as Montreal had. They're up 2-1 coming into this game. The Oilers, to tie it up would be huge. If the Ducks take a 3-1 lead, well, that would be frightening. A 3-1 lead would be absolutely frightening. But hey, we got to go, right? So good period. Good work here by the Oilers, doing exactly what they need to do. A lot of people kind of count out Anaheim, and I admit, I wholeheartedly admit I did as well. Montreal versus Vegas in the Stanley Cup final this year. That would be pretty good, Lucas. I don't think Vegas is going to get there. But, yeah, I have Montreal and the Avs is my pick. I got almost 35K on a first round. Wow. Carlito, that's huge. That's huge. They win the next game. The Habs win. Tampa finishes it off. Yeah, Anthony, I agree with you there. I think it's going 7. I think it's going 7 for sure. Ducks probably cooked 30 seconds in the game. You're on high burner. Yeah, it's absolutely wild. But I've been sleeping on Anaheim all year long. They rank 13th in the league in goals per game. They were 29th in goals against per game. Their power play was 23rd overall. Their penalty kill was 26. So not great numbers, right? Not great numbers at all. But when you look at their overall team and what they've been doing, man, it's been crazy. And I don't want the playoffs. Give me back to the regular season. Their goaltender Dostal's been good. 30 wins. 30 wins is great. A 3.10 goals against average, not wonderful. You know, you kind of want to be under 3. Under 2 is amazing. 2.5 is great. Under 3 is where you want to be. An 888 save percentage, not phenomenal goaltending numbers. Carter Gunther has been amazing, right? 41 goals this year. Only 69 points, but 41 goals is tremendous. Leo Carlsson with almost 30 goals. He had 29. But again, not high point getters. So not a Duck broke 70 points. Beckett Senek, I mean, this kid, wow, what a potential rookie of the year candidate he's been. 23 goals, 37 assists, 60 points. He's been awesome. But he's a -12, which hurts. So the Ducks, well, Cutter can certainly be considered an all-star, and so can Leo Carlsson. I don't think they're superstars. I don't think Anaheim has that superstar to get them to that next level, especially when you compare them to like the Edmonton Oilers, and the Oilers numbers that they've been putting up is absolutely wild, right? Absolutely wild when you look at this season. Their goaltending has always been a problem in Edmonton, and They tried to address it with the trade. I don't really think, it was improved, but not as good as it needs to be. We're getting playoff Yari, not regular season Yari. I mean, Connor Ingram, 16 wins. He had a 260 goals against and an 899 save percentage. Yari, when he played, a 387 goals against and an 858. Those are bad. But when you look at the numbers, McDavid, 138 points, 48 goals, and 90 assists. 48 and 90. That's incredible. Leon Draisaitl only played 65 games, had 35 goals and 62 assists for 97 points. 97 points in 65 games is crazy. Evan Bouchard, 95 points, 21 goals, 74 assists. I mean, those three are superstars. And then it drops off. Nugent Hopkins, he had 20 goals. Zach Hyman only played 58 games this year. He still had 31 goals and only 21 assists. But like 31 goals in 58 games is unbelievable. Hey, Glassman, what's going on? Welcome in. Yes, indeed. I agree with you there. So I think that's what the Ducks are missing. The Ducks are missing that superstar player. Now, can Beckett Sedek develop into that? Absolutely. But that's, I think, the piece that's missing them. But listen, just because Edmonton has a couple of superstars, if they don't get superstar goaltending, they're going to be in trouble very quickly. All right, let's pick it up. Yes, we have lots of hearts and roses for Beverly. We wish the best for Beverly. They should have got rid of Stewart and took Allmark when he was available. Yeah, it's funny when you look back. And Joshua, thank you for the follow, by the way. When you look back at the moves they made, and Stuart Skinner has been an interesting go in Pittsburgh. When he first went over, man, he was going crazy, right? He was going absolutely crazy. Playoffs, not so much at all. Arthur Silva's picked up the 1 win, 3 losses for Skinner at 309 goals against, an 873 save percentage. When you look at the regular season, he had a 299 and an 885, which is not great. The Penguins are an aging team. Skinner needs a solid defense in front of him, but they had to, right? The Oilers have been through this rodeo before. They had to make a change. I think they got the best they could at the time. If you were to look back a little bit, maybe there was something else they could have done. Maybe there was something better they could have done in the offseason. But hey, it was an interesting go. And I think ultimately when it comes down to it, when McDavid looks at this team, and let's just say the Oilers get eliminated early and they don't go back to the final, which would be wild, going 3 finals in a row. Hey, Mr. Blued, what's going on? Jets were terrible this year as well. But McDavid's going to look at things and be like, what am I supposed to do here? We got no goaltending. Our defense isn't good enough. We have a handful of talent up front. As McDavid wants to win a cup, he's going to get beyond frustrated. What's up, Jay? Welcome in. Leafs will always be better. Better than who, Jay? Better than Edmonton? I don't think we can make that. Listen, as a Leaf fan, I want to agree with you, but I don't think we can say that this season. But yeah, the Jets, Mr. Blue, the Jets, well, a tough go this year for the Winnipeg Jets. Real tough go. I thought there was a time when they may get themselves back up and get going. But something about this season, I don't understand how it came to be. Connor Hellebuck, who is the greatest goaltender in this game today, look what he did in the Olympics. Connor Hellebuck is ridiculous, and his numbers were mediocre. He had a 286 goals against average, which is good. He had an 895 save percentage, which isn't great. You had Scheifele with 103 points. Kyle Connor had 92 points. Velarde had almost 70 points, and things just dropped off again. So a very interesting go this year for the Jets. And I don't really know what they got to do to shake it up. I really don't. So that is going to be something for an interesting conversation. All right, when we take a look at the rookie race, it's a three-headed race right now. Well, obviously, because they always have three nominees. So it's a good call out. Who's going to be Rookie of the Year? Who's going to be the Calder? It's between Demidov, Senek, and Schaefer. When you look at the three of them, and then I'll give you my opinion. Demidov had 62 points, 19 goals, 43 assists, was a +3. Beckett Sennett was a 23 goals, 37 assists for 60 points, but he's a -12. And then you have Matthew Schaefer, who as a defenseman had 23 goals, 36 assists, 59 points for a +13. I say it goes to Matthew Schaefer. A beautiful red rose. Thank you for the follow. Schaefer, hands down. I don't even think it's close. I think as a defenseman in his rookie year that got 59 points, 23 goals as a rookie, outstanding. Outstanding. The Ducks, a better team than the Islanders, and Sennett only got 60 points. I mean, he was a standout for Anaheim. But as a defenseman on the Islanders, 23 goals is outstanding. +13 is phenomenal. Phenomenal. When you take a look on the power play, he had 8 power play goals, right? 18 power play points, which is incredible. He had 4 game-winning goals. Senek had 2. Demidov also had 4. Overtime goals, Schaefer had 2. So I think Schaefer takes it all day long. I say Schaefer's my number 1, Demidov is my number 2, and Beckett Sennett is number 3. And the only reason why I say he's number 3 is that -12 hurts. That -12 is bad. Hey, Daniel Barry, good to see you again. His defense is also insane. That's right. We're talking about his offensive abilities. Haven't even talked about his defensive abilities. His defensive has been pretty good. Isles need to build around him ASAP. Second most goals on the Islanders. He's been absolutely incredible. He's been absolutely incredible. Hey, Brad, the Oilers, how many games have they won? Just one. Series is 2-1 Anaheim going into today. So 2-1 Anaheim. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Boris, welcome in. Let's go, Ducks. Bruce, what's shaking? Welcome in. Glad to be back. We're glad to have you back and watching. Oh, man, big first period for the Oilers. They needed to have a big first period. They needed to get out to that lead. They did just that, and it was great to see. Right? Great to see. Absolutely incredible. So hopefully they can continue to go. Hopefully they can continue to go. They got to play a full game. You cannot count out this Anaheim team because they are rock solid. Guy, thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate that. Welcome to the community. Isles need to get rid of old guys like Anders Lee and build around young guys. Yeah, I think, Penguins are going to be looking to do the same thing. I think Pittsburgh got a reality check in these playoffs so far. They're old and slow. They got to get better. Eklund would be a good pickup for sure. Avs hosting the Stanley. J-Mac, I don't disagree with you today. I think it's the Avs Cup to lose. I really do. Heard you use a boomstick reference earlier. Made you giggle, of course. Bring out the boomstick. A big hit. Oh, that's funny. Very timely, very timely. I got to tell you, man, Army of Darkness, one of my favorite movies. Love it. The Evil Dead movies, so good. So good. Bring out the boomstick. Love it. Anyways, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us tonight. We know it's getting late. We appreciate you hanging out, having some fun. But this is a near must-win game, right? It is a near must-win game. Holy smokes. I love these Oilers, though. They're playing hard. They're playing to win. They don't want to quit. They don't want to give up. There's a lot of reasons for that. We talked about McDavid and, could he grow to the point where he becomes frustrated? Well, I'll tell you why that's an important story to be followed. McDavid did sign that extension. His contract, he's got one more year. Like 27-28 is McDavid's last year, and then he's a UFA. And I actually believe Austin Matthews is in that same position. No, we got one extra year. One extra year. He's a free agent in 28-29. Oh, no, same deal. Same deal. I was looking at the wrong column. 2 more years. 2 more years with McDavid. This is 25-26. So 26, 27, 27, 28. So you got to figure out what's going to happen. Otherwise, McDavid is going to jump ship. You have Draisaitl that you've signed for 8. You have 8 more years of Draisaitl. He signed at $14 million. $14 million. You got to re-sign. Bouchard is still at 10-5. So Bouchard is only 26 years of age at 10-5. You have Zach Hyman at 5-5, a steal of a deal. His contract is coming up the same years as McDavid's. And, you know, Zach Hyman is going to want like $10 million. He's going to be crazy. Okay, Mega. I will check it out, Mega. A music video. Okay. I'm nervous, Mega. Let's see. Oh gosh. All right, that's not what I was expecting, but I will watch that out from your favorite band. Okay. I can't wait to watch that later. I got real nervous. I'm not going to lie. I was excited, but I was nervous at the same time. I'll watch that after. That's funny. Okay. Good night, Prep. Have a good one. Go Oilers. Oh, love me a good video. Love me a good video. Let's see. Jack and Louie should commentate. Tyreek, how's it going? I don't know who that is. Doing a good job and thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Kira, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you for hitting the follow. Welcome to the fun zone. What is your underrated cup contender? So if it's not going to be Edmonton or Edmonton or Colorado, because that's my conference finals. I have Edmonton and Colorado in the conference final. I really think if I had to pick an underrated team who could squeak through, it would be the Minnesota Wild. It would be the Minnesota Wild who I think gets through as an underrated selection. I don't think it's Vegas. I don't think it's Anaheim. I think it's Minnesota. I have Minnesota for the upset. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. It's been a long day. This is our 3rd stream. The language isn't coming to the head. Glassman agrees. Hey, Bradley, welcome in. All right, we're getting set. Period number 2, moments away. And actually, that was silly of me. I should have picked up Beverly coming in. I love everyone here at the Samwelb12 Sports Experience. My go-to sports family. Always appreciate the warm welcomes. Beverly, thank you so much for the super chat. You know we love you. Thank you so much for everything you do. Beverly is the absolute best. So thank you for the super chat. What we do is we like to drop some hockey sticks in the chat to say thank you and drop those sticks in. You think it's Utah? Joshua, Utah's a good pick too. Utah, yeah, I like Utah. I would love. I didn't want to set my expectations too high of Utah getting past Vegas, but I would love to see that so very much. All right, I got to check out something here real quickly because I need to copy and paste something to make my life a little easier here. Hang on a second here. So they're saying McDavid with some ankle issues. So McDavid with some ankle issues here. He's still going to go. Dickinson not on the bench. That would be horrible news if that is the case, where McDavid is actually sidelined with any type of injury here. Whoops. Crikeys. All right, sorry, folks, just setting something up. Period is just getting back underway. There we go. Just trying to make my life easier. Ducks coming around, just missing. That one was close. There we go. I think that will do the trick for me. Perfect. All right, let's go. Whoops, don't click bad links. There we go. All right, here we go. We are back in it now. Coming around, here comes Anaheim. Anaheim on the move. Carlson coming up through the middle, going to pass this one across to Lacombe. Drop pass, back to the point, centering it. Here's a big shot. That one is deflected into the corner. Bouchard is going to pick it up, wrap it around. Can't get it out. Trying to squeeze. Ducks keep this one in. Back over they come. Puck hops to the middle. Ekholm is going to pick it out, leaves it here. The Oilers making their way in. A little chip shot as Savoy rolls it in, and Dostal going to cover it up. Gurf, thank you for the follow. Ika, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Here I am still waiting for the Red Wings to make the playoffs. JW, I feel horrible for Red Wing fans. Horrible. The Red Wings, man, they were so close, right? So close. They were right in there, and then an absolute epic collapse. I feel so bad for Wings fans. Wings were one of my team's most improved teams. I thought for sure they were getting in. It buckled on him in the last game. Yeah. Oh, you hope he's got it taped up, wrapped real good. The eyes, trust the eyes are playing. Hey, what he did in Tampa was amazing. What he started to do in Detroit was getting going. Olympics did. Yeah, Olympics take their toll for sure. For sure. BD Gaines, he was in earlier in the one of the streams today. Big crash in the corner, trying to dig this one free. Good job putting some pressure here. Hines all over it. Getting some help with Wash as well. Freezing it along the board, so Edmonton just stalling it here, trying to dig it out of the feet. Nugent Hopkins in there. He's trying to pull it free. I can't see who it is. I think that's Dickinson. He's got it trapped in his skates along the boards. Refs are kind of play it. Now it comes loose. Going to bring it around the Oilers. Back to the point. Here's a long shot right on, and Dostal with a good stop off the stick of Connor Murphy. Wings, Clumps, and Isles had insane collapses. Yes, indeed. I tell you, the pace here really slowed down. Really slow. I'm an old Islanders fan from the Bossy era. There you go. How good was Mike Bossy? Bossy, spectacular. He was great. The only good news from that is Detroit won't be wasting good octopuses. Jonathan, that's so true. Could you imagine, like, being one of those people that sneaks an octopus into the rink to throw it? You got this octopus in a bag in your jacket or in your pants or wherever it is. My goodness. Dostal going to play it around. Here's a bump coming to the line. Anaheim going to play it ahead. Here's a little flip pass all the way down the ice. Coming out to stop it. Going to work it across. Edmonton, long pass over the line. Here they come. Here's a long shot, just trying to catch him off guard. It was Darnell Nurse just gripping it and ripping it. 3 minutes gone here in this period. Down around behind the net, the Ducks. Carlson going to play it up. Bouchard keeps it in to Draisaitl. To Bouchard, here's a shot. That one doesn't miss by much. Back up top. Ekholm is going to step into one. Draisaitl picks it up. And Dostal with a couple huge saves. Big time plays. Bouchard is going to bring it up out of the ice. And he's going to put it right back in. That's going to go out of play. We're going to get a stoppage. Good work, good hustle, good plays. That is what we love to see. I got to tell you, man, there are so many spam bots out here. It is crazy. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate it. It's nuts. Ducks need to start doing something. They will. They will come up. They will pick it up. All right, face off the draw. Ducks going to pick it up. Long flip, trying to get it all the way down the ice. Batted out of the air. Bouchard misses it. Anaheim coming in, but it's blown down with a high stick as Senek was right there. Senek was right there coming hard. Holy smokes. Where's my other hat? I got to switch hats. This one's getting too warm. There we go. We're going to switch this one around. Boom. There we go. A little hat change. No, I'm good. Thank you. I got it here. Good night. Okay. Boyles, Murphy. Gonna pass this one up. Gonna come all the way down the ice. Icing is the call. Icing is the call. So it's gonna come all the way back for face-off. Again, welcome in to everybody new just joining us. Welcome in. We were late to this game as we were finishing up Montreal and Tampa Bay. Join this one just for the last few minutes of period number 1. So thanks for coming over. Hit that like button for us. And if you haven't yet subscribed or followed, hit that subscribe or follow. Bartman, thank you for the follow. Back to the point. Here's a shot. That one's going to go wide. Oil going to bank it off the boards, getting it out. It's bouncing around. But Kozin settling it down, shooting. That one doesn't miss by much. He's taking it to the boards. Carlson doing a good job defensively. Going to rotate it around. Oh, Jonathan is shining up that cup. Hey, Donovan, welcome in. Bo, thanks for the follow. Love the Savannah Bananas. They do an excellent job. This pass misses, comes out. Edmonton picking it up. On the move now, coming across the line. Kapanen, he's got a goal tonight. Comes to the point. Here's a blast from Bouchard. And that's knocked away. The Bouch bomb. Long pass. Here comes Anaheim. Curling in, shooting into the glove. Not only does Yari make the save, he goes down as the Anaheim player, Leo Carlson, falls. Yari goes down to block Carlson from crashing into the goalpost. So he saves the puck and the Duck player. My friend 3-year-old son asked, why do hockey players need to wear jerseys? That's an interesting question. It keeps all the protection covered up. Could you imagine if they were just going around with all their padding out? Oh, I got the little tag here. Tuck that in. There we go. Gotta place the new order. Can't wait to get the new merch. We started our new merch store. Gotta place the order. Shot from Trouba. Gonna sail high, held in. Like skin. I don't think they could play in bare skin. Although there are some goalies we've seen, not in the NHL, but there are some goalies that don't wear anything. I've seen they wear like shorts, and so the back of their legs are exposed in the goalie pad, which I think is crazy. Off the draw, the Oilers going to flip this one down, racing hard to get in there. Trying to break through. They cannot. Roslovic doing a nice job trying to hustle. Just about 5 minutes gone here in period number 2. Edmonton with a 2-0 lead. Ducks going to dump it in, getting the dump and chase game going. Wallman going to play it around. Can't get it out. Here's a long shot. And again, Tristan Yari going to have to make the save. Right now, the Ducks just throwing everything to the net, trying to do whatever they can. Dostal has had some big saves tonight. Yari is coming through. Some good playing, some very good playing. These guys are awesome. In quite a long time. That's okay, Lucas. That's okay. You'll find your person. The Ducks seem tired today. You know what, He-Man's dad, it's so hard to judge if it's tired. This shot is going to get knocked down. Coming from the Tampa-Montreal game where the pace was so intense, this game just seems so much slower. So it's hard to say, is it they're tired or it's just a different style of game? Need jerseys to know who to pass to. That's right. There you go. Yeah, Pete, that is true. Kopitar, one of the most underrated players in my opinion. He's been awesome, and I'm so happy he had a nice send-off. That's what playoffs are all about. Here comes Edmonton with a shot. Dostal with a nice glove save. McDavid flying in there. It's hard to believe the Ducks have been around as long as they have already. Right? And it was crazy. Remember, their introduction was with the movies and stuff. 1993-94 was their first season. Right? 33 years already. That is crazy for the Anaheim Ducks. Bringing this one back. Murphy continuing to go through. Behind to bring it in front. That one is taken away. Ducks spinning around down low. Ian Moore, he can't play it. Dostal comes out, and Dostal going to play it. This back aside, my watch is telling me to go to sleep. I'm like, no watch. I got lots of time still. Trying to hack at it. This goes down. Was the arm going up? Penalty coming up to the Oilers. Here comes Anaheim. They're going to bring it in the zone. Cross ice pass. That's behind. It is a delayed penalty. Edmonton going to go to the box as Murphy touches up. He takes a little bit of a bump there as Frederick and Szymanski have some answering to do. Don't like that. But the Oilers going to take a penalty. More scrumming along here. Big fan of Paul Kariya. Oh, Paul Kariya was incredible. They're going to take a commercial break here. Paul Kariya was something special. Something special. Remember that play of that game where Paul Kariya got knocked out? Cut it across the middle. Was it Scott Stevens? I can't remember who it was. That laid out Paul Kariya. And then Kariya came back to score the winning goal. And that was absolutely amazing. It was Scott Stevens. I mean, Scott Stevens he laid out everybody. Scott Stevens knocks out Kariya. Kariya comes back to score. Such a crazy way. Teemu Solani, of course. Teemu was wild. Yeah, Joe, he rocked him real good. You don't see hits like that anymore. If Scott Stevens played today, he'd be thrown out for every hit. I mean, he crushed Lindros. He just crushed everybody. Tucker, your poor Bruins. I'm not going to lie, Tucker. It did put a smile on my face today. It did put a smile on my face. The Sabres just so good. That's right. No, not even that there was no penalty for checking to the head. Nobody cared. Like on the half of Stevens' hits, you could call it charging. You could call it roughing. Like they were so violent. You could have called a lot, but it was just a different game back then. There were only a few players that made you think twice about entering the offensive zone. Stevens was one. Buffuglen was another. Yes, Dustin Buffuglen. Man, what a story talking about good old big DB. Dustin Buffuglen. What a weird career. A weird career that guy had. He would disappear and then show up. Remember, he showed up like beyond overweight and there was all kinds of issues, like just so weird. Of course, Lucas, of course. And Hextall, oh man, Hextall made you pay too. Hextall would make you pay in a big way. Xavier, Maple Leafs are my favorite team. And I hate to say they obviously did not make the playoffs this year. All right, here we go. Szymanski in the penalty box, and the Oilers going to chip this one out. Ducks looking to come back and get her going. Get you with the wood. That's right, Joe, with the wood. The wood or the blocker, Hextall. So crazy. Hextall Potvin, one of the greatest fights of all time. Here's McTavish sending it back to the point. Lacombe across. Killorn going to bank it off the boards. Back to Lacombe. Over on the far side, face-off dot. Trying to pull the Oiler players towards them. Now back to the point. Over to McTavish. McTavish to Lacombe. Over to the far side now. Down low. No pass in front. Little reverse. Ducks still working the perimeter. Here's a shot trying to go back door. That's intercepted. And the Oil get this one out. Ooh, I'd have to check He-Man's dad. I'm not sure. You think if the Isles beat Tampa, they would win the cup? You know, it's Anthony. Anything is possible, right? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Here come the Ducks. Putting this one across. Killorn dropping it back. They're set up on the back door. Play spinning it to the point for Lacombe. Lacombe. Gauthier. Gauthier. Shooting. Scores. Ducks get a power play goal. Cutter Gauthier, his third. And he just rifled it through. Cutter is lights out. He is so bloody ridiculous. Good passing, good passing. Tristan Jarry was ready. He knew the shot was coming. And this is a goal scorer's goal right here. Jarry didn't even move. Face-off dot, and he just blasts it. This one, did it go over or through the glove? Jarry was there. He was in position. He was facing him. He was set, and he couldn't catch it with that speed. Brianna, how's it going? Go Ducks. Berube, Tocchet, scary team. Yeah. Wasn't it Sylvain Lefebvre that took down, which Brown was it? I forget which Brown. I remember that famous call. Was it Joe Bowen? Down goes Brown. Is that the 92-93 team? Lacombe and Killorn picking up the assists. This coming in around. Hyman played it around. Kept in. Hyman going to the front of the net. Savoy leaves it here. Back up top. Here's a shot. Cannot get it. Hyman back trying to set up. Spinning away. Back to the point again. Murphy sending it in. Hyman's tip doesn't work. Lacombe is going to intercept. It's 2-1 here in period number 2. Cutter is so good, Kelly. It's like he's next level good. Back to the point. Another shot. Jarry with the save. Hyman going to pick it up. Going to bring this one out. Hyman racing in. Gets the puck returned. Left it here for McDavid. McDavid plays it in. Can't hit Hyman. Ducks going to bring it around behind the net now. Going to start to move this one ahead. Up through, taking a bump, but playing it all the way down. Jarry lost it in between his legs. Had to get some help. The Oilers going to work it all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call. Rob Brown. There you go. I knew it was somebody there, but that was awesome. I remember that call. Down goes Brown. The only Sylvain Lefebvre highlight we have. Hey, Ramoon. Good to see ya. Hope you're well. So a big shot, a big release, and a big goal. Hextall, 87 rookie year, took the Flyers to Game 7 and lost to the Oilers. That is wild. Had a feeling the Ducks would score. Here they come again, the Oilers, right back, trying to throw it in. Dostal with a big save. Wallman keeps this one in. Edmonton cycling around to Pekosen. Pekosen trying to play this behind. Cycling it down. Roslovic to Draisaitl. Draisaitl getting bumped around. Plays it to the point. Wallman back to Draisaitl. Uncle Leon over to Wallman. Playing it to the far side. All the way back around. Roslovic back around. Quick change by the Oilers as Ekholm comes on. Roslovic centering it. Oh, they can't pull the trigger. Chance was there. And it's going to come all the way down. Bouchard races back. Bouch going to pick it up. And that's going to be an icing call. Hey, Tommy, go Flyers. Sherdell, welcome in. I'm going to leave the hat off now. I'm going to leave the hat off. It's getting warm in here under these lights. Been here. We started streaming today for the Blue Jays at 1:30 this afternoon. Did the Montreal-Tampa game. Now here we are for Edmonton and Anaheim. A long day, 3 streams, and I've loved every second of it. So linesman going to blow it in, drop the puck. Oilers win it back to the point. Taking a look. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard Back over to the far side. Ekholm doesn't shoot, dumps it in around the side. McDavid back up top to Bouchard. Bouchard back to McDavid. McDavid down low. Back to McDavid. McDavid to the point. Bouchard took it in his feet. He's going to slowly play this one up. Ekholm off the boards around. McDavid is there. He takes a cross check. Still has it in his feet. McDavid is digging. Comes over on the side trying to pull this one through. Savoy is there as well. And it comes over to Savoy. Nugent Hopkins goes down. Back to the point. Bouchard. He's going to go cross ice. Ekholm. Bouchard. McDavid. McDavid. Ekholm. Ekholm. Bouchard. This is not a repeat. This is not a repeat. Bouchard throwing it across. Ekholm with a sharp shot. Knocked down in front. Here it is, another shot. And that one is stopped and kicked aside. Here's McDavid throwing it across ice. Ekholm with a big blast. That one is high and sails over. Holding the line is Bouchard. He's going to play this one low. Oh, and Dostal grabbing and interfering with Savoy. And the referee lets that one go. Bouchard bringing it down. Ducks coming in with a blast. And a nice save. But Dostal just grabbing Savoy. How about that? Slade, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Joshua Raptors getting back in there. Go Raptors, go. So I'm torn now. I'm torn now. Hey, Terry, you're turning orange for all the Gatorade? Yeah, pretty much. Thank you, Neil, hitting that subscribe. Welcome into the community. I'm torn. I don't know what to do on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Because it's Yasavage's Trey Yasavage making his debut on the mound for the Blue Jays. But it's going to be game 5 with the Raptors. So I'm a little torn. I might have to throw a poll up, poll the audience and see what do people want to cover more? The Blue Jays or the Raptors? Joe says game 5. Moon says baseball. See, that's exactly my problem. I can put up scores of both, but I can't consistently do both. Aloso, what's going on? Maybe you can go golf. Aloso, I am. I'm going golfing in a couple weeks. I'm going to be playing in a tournament. So I'm excited to get back out golfing. It's been far too long. I don't think I golfed at all last year because of my shoulder. Yes, Savage. He's going to make a big return. One Love says Jays. Terry says Blue Jays. Now, I'm going to have to put it to every other inning. We're going to have to put it to a poll. We could probably do both in one way, shape, or form. I could figure out something. Plus 6.5 goals. I don't know. The way this game is going, I would take the under, just me personally, but you got to make your own choice. I won't be responsible for telling somebody else who to take. All right, off the draw, and it's blown down right away. So another face-off coming up, just under 9 minutes to go. Right, Colin? So I'm so torn. So the referee having a conversation with Dostal, telling him, hey, you can't do that. I'm going to call you next time. Yeah, I used to be a huge fan of IndyCar racing. Huge fan. I haven't been in it the last several years. They do. There is a great event that would come through Toronto at the CNE every year. I know Jonathan has checked that out. I haven't been myself. At least do the end of the Raptors game where it matters. That's true. That's true. Because I think Dodger Blue, you should do the Dodger game on Tuesday. Dodger Blue, there's so many responses to that. But no. Zach, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Used to watch NASCAR. NASCAR's always fun too. This in the corner. Played around. Duck's doing a good job working along the boards. Bringing it over to Lacombe. Lacombe trying to center it. Long shot gets knocked down. Back in front in the middle. Comes to the point. Long shot. Again, a big block. And the Oilers going to get this one out and all the way down the ice. Yesterday had a 26 car crash. Oh my goodness. That is wild. Oh no, Mega, I'm going to post it in our community section. I'll post it up tomorrow so we have a couple of days to let the votes tally. Thanks for the follow, Dodger Blue. I appreciate that. Here come those Ducks working it over. Guys, we're on our way to 9,500 on the talk. Here's a shot right on and a nice save. And again, some pushing and shoving after the play. The Anaheim player taking a little exception, being roughed up into the boards. Yeah, we're cruising. So thank you everybody so much. No, Mega, on the YouTube community page, This year for Indy, it's temporarily in Markham due to the FIFA World Cup. Oh, interesting. Jonathan, are you gonna come north to Markham to go, or are you gonna pass this year? This digging it out. Back across. Centering it. Oilers steal. Gonna flip this one up. Oh, not down. Ducks hold it in. Now it rolls out. Hit a stanchion. Took a funny hop. Comes to Draisaitl. Sending it in. Putting this one across. It's gonna skip out and down the ice. No link, Mega. I haven't posted it yet. I'm gonna post it tomorrow morning on our YouTube community page. That's what we'll do the poll. So the boos coming out here is the game has slowed down tremendously. We will have the Blue Jays tomorrow night as they start a series against the Boston Red Sox. We'll set that one up tomorrow. Hyman trying to kick it in the feet. 6:40 to go in period number 2. This is going to be thrown up and knocked down. The Oilers turning it over in the neutral zone. Here they come. Cycling around. The Ducks working it through. And that is going to come out. Play it all the way back. I don't know how you finally... Mega, on our main YouTube page, if you go to our main homepage, you should see one of the headers. There's videos, shorts, lives, and there's one I think it says community. That's the one you'll see every time we post a note. It'll be there in the community section. Here's a long pass all the way down. No icing called. 6 minutes to go. Ducks going to shovel it out in front of the Oiler bench. Oilers had to be careful as they're in the midst of a change. Here comes Lacombe, bringing it up, cutting towards the middle. He shoots. That one gets knocked down. Nurse is running around. Nurse, it's behind you. He's going to play it, turning it over. Anaheim, back to the point. It's between the defenders, and it comes all the way down. Oh, Alozo, I had dinner about 6 hours ago. Little A&W. Little burger action. Edmonton going to pick it up. The Ducks fans with the refs, you chuck chance. I think that's one consistent. It doesn't matter which arena you go to for playoff hockey. You're going to get the refs, you suck chance coming out. This at the side, a little bump here. Nugent Hopkins going back for it. Cycling it around behind. Here comes Anaheim. Long pass all the way up. This is going to be played in. Nugent Hopkins back with it, playing it around behind the net. Wallman trying to get a stick on it. He gets pinched up. Nice job there. This comes out to Nugent Hopkins off the boards and down the ice. Anaheim cycling all the way back. Here's a long pass up. 4.5 to go now here in period number 2. You too, Mega. Nice. This shot is going to go high, up and wide. Although, Mega, I assume your dinner wasn't 6 hours ago. Oh, and West Macaulay. Oh, good old West Macaulay. This background, except LA, they know how to suck. Here's a long pass. Doesn't work. Going to back it up. Going to try again. Free Fan Friday supposedly still happening. Okay. Nice. He kind of was. Eating early. Murphy putting the boards. Oil's going to bring it around. Here comes Draisaitl trying to throw this one across. It's brought down. Nurse is going to go back. I think he's going to change. Ducks going to bring this one out. Here they come up over the line again. A little bit of a cross check there. Behind, sending it through. Back up top, nice breakout pass. Good moving by the Oilers. 3-on-2. Here comes Edmonton into the zone. Across, and Dossel watches that one slide by him. Ducks going to work this one quickly. Going end to end. Whistles not happening right now. They are really working. This pass is going around down in the corner. Mintyukov, not a good reverse there. Got tied up, playing back to the line. Oilers turning it over. Here come the Ducks now. 3-on-3. Senek bringing it up. Here's a little flip pass, trying to get it around Bouchard. Tipped up into the corners. Let's go. And there's a takedown. I think we got a Hyman penalty as the Rook, Senek, gets taken down, and it's going to be Zach Hyman going to the box. We'll see, Stuart. We'll see. A lot of hockey left to be played. Yeah, Joe, such a different game. Such a different game. It is crazy. So lots of stuff away from the puck. A lot of cross checks, slashes. So Hyman came in. He throws very close to a knee-on-knee. Hyman was arguing, saying, no, I got body, but I was close to a knee-on-knee. So Hyman is going to go to the box. 3 minutes left to go. Go Oilers, go. Go Oilers, go. They're pushing for it, Thomas. They are pushing for it. You missed. I don't think I've ever been in a Giant Tiger. Rihanna wants those Ducks to take it home. The Ducks pushing. We're pushing. Thank you so much for everybody for showing the love tonight. If you haven't hit that like button yet, give that like button a click. We're so close to 100 likes. And again, make sure you hit that subscribe for us as well. I think it's out Westmore. Yeah. Hunter Hunts, welcome in. Let's go Ducks. Dylan says, let's go Oilers. The back and forth between the Ducks and the Oilers. Love it. Love the action. Anaheim is turning it on. Anaheim going to bring it. They're going to bring it. Clayton Yari has been okay. He's been okay. Quack, quack. Donovan, what's up? Quack, quack. Love it. Oh, I love that we got such a good mix of fans here. Whoopsie daisy, as I hit the wrong button. It's so awesome. Love when everybody comes out to support their teams. I'm in still jibber jabbering. All right. Hyman still having that conversation. I got him. I got him. The referee's saying you got him with the knee. So Hyman is going to go to the box. Ducks have one power play goal this period. Looking for another. It is going to be called 2 minutes for kneeing. Back to Lacombe. He's going to play this one around. Ducks trying to set it up. 3 minutes, under 3 minutes left to go in this period. Ducks will have their full power play here. Hey, Taco, what's up? Here's a blast. That one goes wide. Rooting for the Ducks. Edmonton has their opportunities. Need new blood in the Stanley Cup. This is going to be played back around across Anaheim. Being forced around. A quick pass. Kind of came dead off the boards. Murphy can't clear. Comes to the line. Lacombe keeping it in. He's going to curl this one in deep. Still with it. Down right on the goal line. Now playing it back to the point. Setting it up back to Lacombe. Here's a quick shot. Yari doesn't get it. Over on the far side, Cutter Gauthier going to play it down to Lacombe. Back up, Cutter going to his spot. It's taken away, and the Oilers going to shovel this one. Not far, but the Ducks can't play it up. They fan on it. Now McTavish is coming up. He's going to play this one over. Little dangle. No shot. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Here's a one-time blast, and Yari with a big save. Huge stop. Huge stop. So really, really good move. And the Ducks trying to bring this in, create some pressure. Do it for Goldberg. Goldberg. So good. I only have time for playoffs. Aramoon, we love our playoff hockey. Love our playoff hockey. Let's go, Oilers. Off the draw, wrapped around the boards. 45 seconds left to go in the Ducks power play. Anaheim back to pick it up. Tuesdays are for tacos. And I haven't had tacos in a while, actually. Here they come again. Anaheim setting it up with some speed, cutting through the middle, dropping it off, bringing it cross ice, walking right up bottom of the faceoff dot to the point. Carlson over, swinging it around. Ducks setting it up, shooting, scores! They tie it up! Michael Granland is going to make them pay as he picks up a power play goal, and it's 2-2 with 1:17 left in period number 2. Yari, he's moving around well. Doesn't look like he screamed, and this is a goal coming right in. He's square to the shooter, and this one just beats him. Granland just beats him. Slow to kick out his right leg and right glove. But 2 power play goals here for the Ducks, and they're all tied away. 3 power play goals in this game, which is wild. Special teams so critical. This is going to be played up and goes out of play. 1:06 to go here in this period. Duck fans are going nuts right now, loving every second of it. Oh, what happened here? Let's fix this. There we go. This is played up. Second of the playoffs for Granland. Carlson picking up the assists. I love that. Okay, that's cool. Carlson spelled differently. Leo Carlson and John Carlson picking up the assists. Good night, Lucas. Jason with all the faces. Let's go. Want those Ducks. What'd you think of Kucherov's Oscar performance? Oh, Randy, that was such an embellishment if I've ever seen one. Absolutely ridiculous. And magically, he was perfectly fine to come right back on the ice. 45 seconds to go here in the second period. Anaheim coming up. Gonna dish this one off in the corner. Playing it around. Ducks pushing. Ducks putting some pressure right now. That's right. Game's not over. Anything can happen. Oilers gonna bring it out. 30 seconds to go up to Draisaitl. That does not connect. It's dumped in. Dostal going to set it up behind the net. Here come the Ducks again. Into the zone, 16 seconds. Going to rotate it around behind. Anaheim is there. Still going. Senek still cycling. Singing it deep. 2 Ducks behind the net. Bouchard flattens one of them. Bouchard takes the puck, and the horn is going to go in this period. Comes to an end. Holy smokes. What a game. 2-2 all of a sudden. 2-2 all of a sudden. Absolutely incredible. Hey, James, nicely nice. Rocket, what's up? Quack, quack. Getting worked again. They're playing. This is big time playing here. A couple power play goals. Cutter Gauthier, his third from Lacombe and Killorn. And then Granland picks up from Carlson and Carlson. So some big plays there. So that was absolutely wild. The guy going 11 hours, not a hair out of place. PD Gaines, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm getting a little tired, though, but that's okay. We're having a good time. We're making it work. We're making it work. It's a long day. we're not going to be doing many more of these 3 streams in one day. This was just a special occasion for our Oiler fans. Wanted to show them some love. They've been so supportive, so we had to get in here and get one done. Good hair day. I got almost like the Carrie Fraser hair going on. It's an okay hair day. It's an okay hair day. But yeah, it's been a good day. We've had a lot of fun. So let's see. Actually, tomorrow, the Blue Jays are going to be in action. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:07. The Jays and the Red Sox going to be going toe-to-toe. So we'll get that stream set up at some point tomorrow. It's crazy, and your hair looks amazing. Thank you, Aramoon. I appreciate that. It's always nice to have a good hair day once in a while. Mega, of course, buddy. You know it. That's what we're here for. For Sam to start growing a playoff beard. No way. I let it go a couple of days, and then I got to shave it. I hate it. I hate it so much. What are you feeling with the calls from the ref? So He-Man's dad, that's a loaded question. That's a very loaded question. Refs today, I think, are actually okay in this game. But most of them have been so bad. So bad. Refereeing in the playoffs year over year has been getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It really has. It's been getting just brutal. And I think part of that is the old school referees that have been retiring and moving on. You got the younger referees coming up, and it has not been good. So referees in general, I give them the big thumbs down. Referees in tonight's game, however, again, I think they've been okay. So it's a little hard to to debate that. I think they have been okay in tonight's game. What other question you got? Treasure your hair. I got to. Oh, Jason, absolutely, I do. SRT, what's up? Praying it hits. Rockets are looking like a lock. Ducks are come back. Loving it. I have 41 makes 270. There you go. Clayton Keller can't even grow a beard. Alonzo, I love Clayton Keller so much. I was so hoping when the Maple Leafs were retooling, I thought, is there a chance we can somehow steal Clayton Keller and bring him to Toronto to play with Matthews? I was so hoping so, but not there. As you get older, it stops working. That's for sure. My coworkers know it's playoff hockey when you have a beard. Quinville did it with the Hawks. Can you do the same with the Ducks? So the Skinner trade is interesting. It's McCauley. Someone messaged him, Sam streaming the game. Time to make the calls and make sure it's in overtime. Right, Jonathan? The trade is interesting. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, both goaltenders make it to the postseason. Skinner with Pittsburgh and obviously Yari here. Has Skinner played well in Pittsburgh? No. Hodge, thank you so much for the follow. Is Yari playing great? Not really. So is the Oilers defense better than the Penguins defense? Yes. By a lot? No. So you have two teams with kind of mediocre defenses. So it's no question why your goaltenders aren't playing great. And also, that is a great question. That is a very good question that I don't think we can really answer. Yeah, I mean, first of all, Silovs is spectacular. He's a young guy and he's still developing, but he is really spectacular. These refs need a spotter in the Crowders. They do. Urban, they need something. They got to get some of these calls better. But the Oilers defense, just not good. Listen, 3 of them are good. Well, I shouldn't say they're not good. I like Evan Bouchard a lot. He's a young guy. He's 26. He's just kind of stepping into his prime. A lot of folks do not like Evan Bouchard at all. But I like him. I like Bouchard. I think he's great. Matthias Ekholm, I'm a big fan. Now he's getting older, 35. Always been an Ekholm fan, and I think him and Bouchard have some nice chemistry together. Jake Wallman, bringing Jake Wallman over, I thought was an awesome pickup. I like Jake Wallman as well. Again, he's also kind of 30, is in his prime. You know what you're going to get from him. He's good. Connor Murphy, nah, whatever. Emberson, whatever. You know, and Darnell Nurse. That's your problem. Darnell Nurse is the problem here for the Oilers. He's 31. He's making $9.2 million. You got 5 years left. I think he's absolutely disaster. I think he's a complete head case. And Darnell Nurse just makes bad hockey decisions. Bad hockey decisions. Hey, George, what's going on? Overall, the refs in the NHL are only slightly better than the NFL refs. Only slightly, right? Only slightly. Miss Kulak. And yeah, Joe, when I saw that Kulak moving on, I thought, wow, that is a big miss. I mean, Kulak was a big part of what this team has done in the past. I think Troy Stetcher as well, a depth defender, I think was a miss. And I think that he's a bit of a loss here for the Oilers defense. And so what happens if you don't have a good defense? Your goaltender is going to get not only lots of shots, but they're going to get good looks and they're going to get good scoring chances. And I don't care which team you're on. If you don't have a good defense, you're going to give up lots of goals. So, Elbow, I'm so impressed with Utah right now. I got to ride that train. I kind of thought Utah was like a sleeper pick, but I didn't think it was realistic. Seeing how they're playing, I think it is very realistic. So I'll go with Utah. Take the sleeper in that one. But you never know. So yeah, I think that was a big change. I'm curious, why don't people like Bouchard? So, last year, the last couple of years in the playoffs and in our run when we were covering Oiler games, so many people were coming in just ripping Bouchard. And I think people were just upset because, listen, he's a kid, right? He's a kid. He's 26 years of age. Now, he's played on the Oilers. What is this? He's been on the Oilers. I don't want to consider 18-19 because he only played 7 games. He played 14 games in 2021. So let's go back to 21-22. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is his 5th season. So he's been around. When you look at 21-22, his first year he played 81 games. He had 43 points. The next year, 82 games, he had 40 points. Then in 23-24, he had 82 points, right? 24-25, it dropped down to 67. He has 95 points this year. So I think in those prior playoff runs, again, 16 games, 9 points. 12 games, 17 points. 25 games, 32 points. He's been an offensive powerhouse in the playoffs every year. I think people were upset with his decision making. And I think that is tough. Making some poor decisions in the playoffs can be extremely costly, but he found his way through. And I just think a lot of people had it out for him, but I've been a huge fan. I've been sticking up for him every single year. Like, guys, don't be so hard on Bouchard. He's a good player. You'll see. It's finally come to be. Hey, Jay, Oilers haven't played a second period this series. Yeah, they got to play a complete 60 minutes. Hey, Joker, what's up? McDavid let me down for a 3rd time. Now you're cheering for the Ducks. Hey, Joseph, Utah will come back down to earth tomorrow night. Go Knights, go. I'm excited to see that one tomorrow night. They were so exciting. The crowd in Utah was great as well. They were really, really good. But yeah, I mean, it's tough defense. That kills you. It absolutely kills you. When you look at the Penguins, the Penguins have a similar problem when you bring Skinner there. When you look at the Penguins defense, you have Erik Karlsson, who's about 400 years old. He's 35, making $10 million. You got Chris Letang, who's 39, making $6 million. You got Samuel Girard. He's only 27. Ryan Graves is 30. Connor Clifton is 30. Parker Witherspoon is 28. Ryan Shea is 29. And they're not playing these guys. So when you look at it, you have Karlsson, Letang. Meh. Those are your top 2 defenders. I wouldn't want those guys being my top 2 defenders. Samuel Girard steps in. It was a good acquisition. I like Samuel Girard. But again, he's 27. He's just kind of getting to those years where you think, he's going to kind of elevate his game. And the rest of your guys are kind of mediocre. So Pittsburgh's defense is blah. So it's going to be tough. Now, the Penguins, they're going to have a tough draft here this year. They got one first, they got a couple second and a third. They have no fourth, no fifth, no seventh. So they're missing some draft picks. But they are stocked up for 2028. Right? In 2028, they got a first, they got 3 second rounders, 2 third rounders, 2 fifth rounders. But that's a couple of years away. So the Penguins about to go to a massive rebuild. And it's going to be interesting. So both these teams, Oilers and Penguins, can't blame the goaltending. The goaltending hasn't been rock solid, but they have terrible defenses in front of them. Sizzy, thanks for the follow. Penguins need to sell. Alex, I don't even know if they have what to sell. I think the Penguins just have to force retirement or buy some guys out. They are just, again, I don't think the Penguins can sell anybody. I don't think anyone would take some of that nonsense. They just have to start from the ground up. And I agree with you, Alex, on the Canadiens. I think ultimately they will win that series. I notice how the Canadiens turned in the Leafs tonight. Chuck, oh, ouch. No, Chuck, they were still far better than the Leafs. The Canadiens played a great game. It was a phenomenal game. That series, Tampa and Montreal are 2 incredible teams. So listen, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Hey, Jonathan, thanks for the super chat. Bruins out in the first round again for the 3rd time in 5 years is a good thing. Most fans, barrage and miracle collapse. Sabres win the first time since 27. So they still got one more to go, but thank you for the super chat. And yeah, Buffalo, I agree. I think Buffalo's going to take that series, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for what Buffalo's doing. It's great. First time in 14 years. They're making the most of it right now. Most games have been defensive battles except the Oilers-Duck series. Yeah, I mean, you've seen some incredible goaltending. You've seen some big defensive plays for sure. Hope Edmonton going to win. It's going to be an interesting third period coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Can he go over 8 goals? Not ST. No way. I would be shocked if this game goes over 8 goals. You're at 4 goals right now. And the way these guys are playing, I think we're getting one more goal and that's it. I think this is going to be a 3-2 finish. Maybe an empty netter, could be 4-2. I don't think we're getting much more than that. These guys have been just going back and forth. Hey, Thomas, what's going on? Who has a better chance in the playoffs, Edmonton or Montreal? So when it comes down to it, and again, looking at the bracket has a big thing to do with it as well. I think Montreal is the better team. They have better defense. They have better goaltending. I think Edmonton has the better forwards. So I think Montreal probably has the better chance. In my bracket, I have Montreal going to the final against Colorado. I have Colorado beating Edmonton in the conference final. Coming back here when it's over 7 point. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, and you need that. Hey, Steven, welcome in. Going to overtime tonight. I'll be honest with you. I hope to goodness gracious it does not go to overtime tonight. I hope it does not. We're 11:42 Eastern time. This one is going to start probably in 3 minutes. So it'll be 11:45 when this gets going. Going to end period probably 12:15 or so. Yeah, Steve, I'd like the Oilers to take this one. I'd like the Oilers to take this one for sure. It'd be huge to see. It would be great to see. Colorado taking the West. Colorado's just so good, right? They're just clicking on all cylinders right now. It's theirs to lose, in my opinion. Rise the tracking on the Zamboni because it's intermission time. That's what happens at intermissions. The Zambonis go around the ice. Ducks are so good. Ducks are good, but I think the Oilers are better, right? Oilers had a better regular season, but anything can happen in these playoffs, and sometimes you just need to get it. Folks, we need 5 people. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, let's get us to 100 likes. Hit that thumbs up for us. 5 likes away. Thank you so very much. If you're watching on the talk, welcome in. Tap that screen. If you're not following us, make sure you hit that follow. We would appreciate it. There it is. Dawson hitting that follow. Thank you so much. We're creeping up on 9,500 on the talk, which is amazing. Oilers are definitely the better team. I'm not sure what's going on in this series. I feel bad for 97. Yeah, I feel bad for him as well. Casey, what's up? Welcome in. It would be nice to see the Stanley Cup return to Canada. Oh, Casey, it really would. ST, thanks for the follow. Jonesy, what's up? Of course, Jonesy. Absolutely. Got my boy, Zach Hyman. Well, that one's folded. Zach Hyman, the Hymenator. Got him going. Hey, Taz, welcome in. Bellattainment, fun fact. Nobody drives a Zamboni. They're magic Zambonis. We don't get to say it's Hayden knows it. We might have to ban Hayden. Quinville, way better coach. Jonesy, he's in there. He's picked up an assist today. But we will see. Kevin, I can't tell you that. We are watching here on Sportsnet Ontario. Well, right now it's 2-2, so it's a tie game. The Ducks have more shots. The Oilers have been better in the faceoff circle. The Ducks have 2 power play goals. They've had 3 power play opportunities. So it's pretty even game right now. Why didn't the Winnipeg Jets make the playoffs? Taylor, because they blew it. Honestly, we have Rumbas. Why not? A Scorpion. I've been saying that for so long. We need self-driving Zambonis. Ducks with the empty netter. We'll see. All right. We're getting set. Make sure you got your beverages in hand, your snacks to munch on. Here we go. Third period coming right up. This should be a big one. Waiting for them to come on the ice, and then we'll switch over and get in there. All right, let's do it. Let's go, folks. Let's go. All right, we are 2 subscribers away from 180. Hit that subscribe for us as well. I don't know how you're doing it without caffeine kick. Your eyelids are so heavy. Well, one love, I appreciate you've been with us all day. I appreciate it so much. Hayden, will you get your way or not? Kane like Evander Kane? ST, no Evander Kane here today. Leo, what's up? Go Ducks. Yeah, Casey, it certainly was. Matt, thanks for the follow. Here we go. Third period is underway. We are back in it. Action-packed. Puck being bobbled around center ice. Here come those Ducks. Driving in over the line is Granland. He has your last Anaheim goal. Oilers going to bring it out. Draisaitl reaching for it, trying to get it down into the Duck zone. Draisaitl trying to take Mintyukov into the boards, and the Ducks going to come away with it. Long pass up, Ducks into the zone. They send it across. Shot, Tristan Jarry with a big save. Nurse going to pick up the rebound. Going to play it off the boards into the middle. And Edmonton getting it out to the Ducks blue line. Both teams making changes. Oilers going to jump on this loose puck. Here they come up the middle with a shot right on rebound. What a save! Oh, Dostal. Highway robbery. Phenomenal stop. And then kicking out that leg on the secondary attempt. Oh, that was incredible. This coming back through the Oilers. Going to play this one all the way down. Dostal keeping this one tied. That was spectacular. Here they come back in and a big hit, and we're getting a penalty. Interference going to be the call as now Wallman gets taken down. That should be another penalty, referee. Send them both. The initial one was going on Wallman, and then the Ducks jumped in and floored Wallman as tempers heating up here in period number 3. So Carlson coming up through. Where's the interference? Oh, so they're not even going to show it to us? Roslovic had a great first save, and Dickinson was right there, and Dostal just kicking out that right pad. Can you show us the interference? So it is definitely interference. Wallman, a little bump on Carlson, who goes down, and as he's going aside, two Ducks come over and floor Wallman. So are they going to send them both? Wallman goes for interference. And no, it's just going to be a Ducks power play. Well, refs, you can't let muggings happen after the whistle. All right, cycling it back around. Robert, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome in. Ducks have back-to-back power play goals, looking for a third here in the third period. I believe Connor will play out like Borg from Boston. Then we'll get a trade going on. Goalies make amazing saves. Sometimes, yes, they do. And that was an absolutely incredible stop. An incredible save. Ducks working it around. Going to bounce it off the boards. Back to the point. Waiting. Big battle in front of the net. Here's a shot. Yari made the save. They can't clear. Back to the point again. Lacombe over to the far side. Here's another shot. And that one is deflected up and out of play. What would it take for Toronto to trade Matthews out of Toronto? So he's got a couple more years, so he's not quite at the end. But it would have to be something major. Like you're talking a couple draft picks, you're a couple top prospects and a roster player. Like it would be a massive trade. They're not going to move him just for the sake of nothing, right? It's not like one first-round pick and that's it. Back to the point. Ducks cycling it around. I think whenever the Maple Leafs sign their new president and new coach and new general manager, here comes the Oilers, 2-on-1, shorthanded. Here's a shot. Big save by Dostal again. Whenever the Leafs sign their new management team, they'll have a conversation with Matthews. The Ducks coming again. A big save by Yari as we're going end to end right now. 50 seconds left on the power play. Ducks through the middle. Nurse turning it over, but the Oilers swipe at it and get it out and down. So we will see. McDavid going to be a Leaf soon? My secret identity could be. Wouldn't that be the trade? Matthews for McDavid, 1-for-1. Up over the line, offside. But that would be something. You know, forget about the team performance, right? I think Toronto needs to sign their new management. They need to say, Austin, this is the direction we're going. This is the type of team we want to assemble. This is our play strategy. You want here or you don't want here. I don't think they're going to trade him so quickly or trying to move him out of town. By the way, William Nylander was at the Raptor game today. It was pretty cool. Old school. That's funny. So face off just outside the Oiler line. Off the draw, came to Nurse. Nurse got it to the red line, but it's brought right back in. Now they force it out. Edmonton driving down again. Savoy trying to get in there. Shorthanded. They cannot. Sorry, it was Szymanski. Back the other way is the Ducks. Trying to turn the corner. Driving in there was Killorn. He's going to get it over to McTavish. Playing it back to the line. Lacombe over to the far side. 5 seconds to go for the Ducks. Little toe drag. Lost it into the corner. Power play has expired. Back to 5-on-5. Backhand doesn't clear, and we got another penalty being called. And this is going to be on the Ducks. McTavish, he's going to get called. Hooking going to be the call. So he does put a little hook on Szymanski as he tries to flip this one down the ice. So he got this. The stick underneath was okay, but it slid up the shaft and got in the hands. And anytime you get a hook or a slash that comes through and it touches the hand, you're going to get a call. Back to McDavid off the draw, putting it across. Here's a shot. They score. Bouchard. Evan Bouchard from Connor McDavid blasts it in. What a shot by Bouchard. Right, Paco? Putting it across, Draisaitl, McDavid, Bouchard, back of the net. And again, this was almost the same as Granland's goal, or excuse me, Cutter's goal from the face-off dot. Square, Dostal was square to the shooter. It came in and just over his glove. Just a powerful shot by Bouchard. Hey, Jess, good to see ya. Yeah, that was fast. That was fast. Big power play goal for the Oilers. Restores their 1-goal lead, 3-2 Edmonton. There you go, Mega. There you go. Hey, Brian, if it was 1-for-1, Matthews and McDavid, straight up 1-for-1, I think I probably would make that trade at this point. I think I would. I don't think Edmonton would. Here they come, Ducks back in over the line. Draisaitl and McDavid picking up that assist. McDavid going to get it out of the zone. Kiss that $41 goodbye. That was a huge goal. Marcus, a huge goal. Aura, hello there. Welcome in. Trying to play it around behind. Yes. Are you doing well, Jess? Things going well? Here's another shot. That one misses. Coming all the way back. Picked up here by the Ducks. Flying down over the line. Trying to come through the middle. Pocket picked. Beckett, Sedek trying to get in there, and the Oilers take it away. Big goal. Remy says Ducks in 6. Bring McDavid home. This is knocked out, spun around, and dumped in. Dostal lets it go around behind him. Hey, Fresh, what's up? Welcome in. Fresh, for channel members. Channel members get some of the custom emojis to play with all throughout the streams. Here's a pass up for Draisaitl. Uncle Leo sends it across. Here's a shot. Good stop sails, a little high. Ducks back the other way, dumping it in. Here comes the chase. Directing traffic is Yari. Yari getting a handout to try and knock down Troy Terry as he was coming through. Long shot, big block shot. And the Oilers again going to put this one out. Ducks through the neutral zone, going to play it back, getting it set. Dumping it in. Yari again, showing which direction it's going. Nurse flipping it around behind the net. Murphy giving it away. Draisaitl in there trying to help out. Back up top. Ducks going to play it down low. Nurse swiping at it. Doesn't get it far. Pekosen back over to Nurse. Nurse going to put it high off the glass. Pinched at the boards. Carlson couldn't squeeze this one in. It just came out. The slime is coming. Leo hitting that follow. Billy Bob, what's up? Welcome in. Just about 14 minutes to go here in period number 3. Playing a lot of time with no whistles. McDavid's 50th multi-point playoff game. That is impressive. Here's a shot right on. Yari made a save. Big rebound. He's down. It's going to be gobbled up. Here come the Oilers. Edmonton trying to flip this one through. Trying to deke around. Little interference never hurt anybody, right? Hyman in the corner trying to pick this one up. Doc's going to work it. Hyman still fighting. Still battling. Dickinson. He gets it around to the point. Over to Wallman. Shot hits a shin pad. That one is knocked down. Anaheim trying to come out again. Hyman taking it away, but the Ducks regroup. They're going to bring it across. Let's go. Fresh, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Having some fun with us. Over on the side, Pekosen trying to set it up. Can't take it away. Going to rip it around the board. The Ducks do. Ekholm going to hold it in this time. Walking out of the corner, trying to make something happen with Savoy. Doesn't work. Over on the other side, comes right in front. Savoy shooting. That one is over the net. 13 minutes to go. And this is played all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. And I got a piece of schmutz on my monitor that I thought was the puck. That was really funny. So good play, good pace to this period. Both teams are driving right now. Both teams working hard. This is playoff hockey. We love it. There it is. Thanks, everybody, for hitting those likes, hitting those follows. Let's go. 3-2 is the score. Off the draw. Ducks going to bring it up. This down around in the corner. Going to be chipped aside. Back to the point. Ducks playing it across. Here's a long shot up high. Subbed once, sub since the last playoffs, baby. Shout out to all you other who don't have Boomer TV. Ah, fresh, love it. Thank you so much, buddy, for being around with us. Do I miss the highlight like the Fox puck? No, not really. Not really. It was kind of cool. Lala hitting that follow. Kid the Wiz hitting that follow. Thank you both very much. That Fox puck with that highlighted puck graphic was kind of crazy. It was kind of wild. B hitting that follow. Thank you so much. So it was kind of cool. I mean, it was gimmicky, but listen, it was what it was. I understand what they're trying to do. Joe, we have done CFL in the past. Yes, primarily Argos. We have done it in the past. It depends how the schedules align and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm a big CFL fan. I have ties myself to the Argonaut team. I did some work for them for quite a long time, actually. So CFL is very near and dear to my heart. So yeah, I love it. I have my Grey Cup ring in my cabinet over here from back in the day with the Argos, which was pretty sweet. So we've showed that off before, and we'll break it out during the Argo games again this year. But a lot of fun. Love the Argos. Pinball, class act all the way. All right. Oh, we got a refresh happening here. It must be midnight. It is. It's midnight. So all the widgets go a little bonkers when it comes midnight because it's now the next day. So they all have to refresh and get reset. So we are now midnight time, Eastern time. The Oilers better take care of this. Yeah. Oh, Tinker the Flames. Yikes. They certainly did. Volty, how's it going? Calling 4-2. Go Riders. Go Riders. Issue as an American football fan, it's hard to flip the brain to the CFL rules. That's true, Taco. In CFL, they're looking to change the rules. John, thanks for the follow. I'm not a fan with some of the rule changes, so we'll have to see how it's going to play out this year, what is actually going to get implemented, and what they're going to scrap. No, I haven't, Aloso. I haven't at all. Riders won it last year. Bouchard is 27th career multi-point playoff game. Doing some good things. All right, here we go. Oilers 3-2. 12.5 to go. Third period of play. Shots now 28-21, but both teams with 4 shots in this period. Great interactions with him, and he does love chatting with people. Playing this around. This is going to be hammered in. Only 2 p.m. for you? I'm jealous. It was 2 p.m. here once, but that was a long time ago. Darth, what's going on? Go Avs. Stephanie, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Not with the CFL team. He had the Calgary Hitmen, a minor league hockey team. Bear, what's going on? Let's go Oilers. Want the Oilers to pull it out. It's been a great first half of this third period. Let's see if the second half is going to be just as good. 2 p.m. We were in the second inning of the Blue Jay game. Boy, has it been a long time since then. This coming around, less than 12 to go. Ducks hanging on to it in the Oilers zone over on the far side of the ice. They're going to put this down low. Nurse trying to get it over to Murphy. He can't. Lacombe has it. He's going to pinch up. He's bringing this one down low. Draisaitl up on him in the corner. He's still working for it. Finally, Draisaitl turns it over right in front. Oh, Leon, you can't do that. He was able to get the puck back and get this one out. Absolutely, Lawrence. I'm with you there. Big hit. Boards are shattering around. The glass rumbling with every hit. Down in the corner. Back over near side. Edmonton off the boards. Down the ice. Duxo bringing it right back in. Oilers are waiting for the pucks to come to them instead of going to the pucks. That will cost them eventually. Hyman going to flip this one in the corner. Chasing down after it. Trying to work this one around. Good job. Roslovic in here. Hyman coming around behind the net. Hyman needs to get himself going. Hyman trying to center it. That one is taken away. Almost stole it right back. And here come those Ducks. Cross ice intercepted. Second effort in the zone. Coming down to pick it up over to Wallman in the corner. Wallman going to use the net for some shade. Almost gives it away as Washi comes in flying. Back over. Yari comes out to play it around the glass. And the Oilers just get it out over their own line. Going to play it down. Racing in is Savoy. Washi takes the puck back. He's going to send it around. Anaheim has the pocket pick. Nice move. Here comes McDavid into the zone. McDavid shooting, trying to go 5-hole. Nice stop by Dostal. Puck was still sitting there. Holy smokes. Moon, thank you so much. I can't say I disagree with you. Andy, it is my absolute pleasure. Thank you for being here along with us. Tinker, thanks for hitting that follow. I think so, Bear. 9:50 to go now. 9:50 to go. Ducks picking up a couple extra shots. Edmonton has to keep being aggressive. Here come the Ducks racing in with a shot. Yari with a big save and a blocker follow-up. Oilers going to flip this one all the way down the ice. Taco, I haven't. We've been picking up a couple packs here and there, but really haven't pulled anything special. So I think I'm taking a little break from the cards. I'd like to get a couple of boxes of extended series, but I don't have anything on pre-order right now. Yeah, we've been opening some baseball cards too, which has been fun. This is my first year trying to collect baseball cards, and man, baseball is a big set. Not a lot of value unless you spend a lot of money to buy the high-end product. Off the draw, Ducks winning this back to the point. Here's a long shot. Yari taking it in the breadbasket. Gonna hang on to that one. Nian, thank you for the follow. Thanks for sharing us out. Only, yeah, Josh, Wallstad would make a huge difference. All right, 3-2, going to a commercial break. Gonna take a quick pause. Quick pause for the cause. All right. I'm going to take a quick pause. I'm going to take a quick washroom break. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. More to come. We're back. We're back. Sorry about that, folks. But when you stream, all afternoon, sometimes you just got to step away for a moment. Whew. Oh, wash my hands. I knew I forgot to do something. Here we go, off the draw. Nurse going to bank it off the boards. Cycling around. This one is out. 9:15 to go. 9:15 to go. Back around the corner. This at the side. Ducks looking to keep it going. Trouba can't get it out. This is held in. Pekozin. He's going to cycle it around. Oilers keeping this one going. Trouba there doing a job. Puck comes out. Edmonton at the red line, putting it right back in. Can't sit down and play too defensive. Here's a long pass. Misses. Comes down. Wallman back to pick it up. Takes a little cut. Wallman going to carry this one up. Long outlet pass. It's tipped in. And here comes the forecheck. Ooh, hard hit, missed. Good job by this line of the Oilers, banging and crashing in here, keeping the puck in the Duck zone. Pinched up along the boards. Finally, Anaheim going to get it out right in front of the Ducks bench. The Oilers going to slide this one right back in. I don't know about that. We'll see, though. Alan, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Bringing this one back in. John. Oh, here comes Anaheim again. Jonathan, I should get a redeem for that. That would be funny. Again, thanks, everybody. Bringing this one all the way down. Here's a shot. Big blocker save. That one is kicked aside. And it comes right back, and Dostal going to hang on to it. Hair still in place. That's right. Hair is still in place. I tell you, the amount of times today I've sprinted up and down this hallway. Holy smokes. The earlier stream, I had somebody left the house, and I had to run and lock the door. And then they came back hours later. I had to run and open the door. And, man, this hallway is getting a good work. I'm getting a good workout sprinting back and forth. Ooh. March is the most snow month in April. Wow. Telling you, it's like Carrie Fraser here tonight. Christy, thanks for the follow. Loves that hallway. This coming around behind. If you don't want to follow or subscribe for the game, follow and subscribe for the hair. Why not? This is going to be an offside. Anaheim at the Oiler line, 7:44 to go. Shots are now 8-7 in this period. Ducks with 8, Oilers with 7. Total shots 32-24. Oh, Scotty, it gets crazy. Hey, Mr. Friends, it gets crazy. But the way we do it is playoffs always take precedent, regardless of the sport. Hey, Donna, playoffs always take precedent. So, like, for example, the Blue Jays during their whole playoff run, they took precedent over the beginning of the NHL. So we kind of did opening day and then like a couple other games in there. Uh-oh, what is... You're engaging, turning your camera off. What? I don't know what that means. So, yeah, we did the Blue Jays for the World Series run, and we kind of picked up a couple of hockey games in there. Thank you, Mr. Friends. I appreciate you subbing up. Here come the Ducks. Here in the playoff time, we're doing more playoffs and kind of sprinkling in some baseball when we can. Same with football. The Bills run, we kind of prioritize the Bills over the other stuff. So playoffs take precedent, and then it's just a matter of who's playing who and when. Shags, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Tony, right now the Oilers have that lead 3-2 with 7:12 left to go. Mr. Friends, confident in this Oilers squad. Love it. Confident. It's going to be a tough playoff run for them. I think we said, what did we guess? The period would be over by 12:15, 12:30. This is going to be played around as the Oilers get it down. They're going to change up. The Oilers can't play too defensive. They got to keep getting the puck out. Here's a shot, and Yari going to make the save, and Carlson coming up right on the doorstep. So tired of the snow. I don't blame you, Brianna. Man, we finally, here in Toronto, we've been getting gorgeous weather the last couple of days. Some double digits. It's been awesome. CeeLo, what's up, buddy? Dude, we've been streaming all day. We started with the Blue Jays at 1:30. We did the Canadiens and the Lightning, and here we are, the Ducks and the Oilers. Dude, it's been a long day, but it's been an awesome one. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Sam had better hair than most. Here it comes around. Ducks behind the net, trying to bring in front. Edmonton there. Wallman playing it up. This coming back. Little jump ball. Draisaitl comes down with it. Going to bank it out. Ducks hold it in. Lacombe playing it to the middle of the ice. Nice pass. Ian Moore. He's going to give it up. Here's a shot looking for a tip in at the side. It was there. The Ducks can't convert. Back to the point. Carlson putting it across. 6.5. Ducks are buzzing right now. Here's a blast. It's knocked down. They score. They tie it up. Another Anaheim third period goal, and we're all tied at 3s. 6:29 to go. I'm shocked right now. Oh, boy. Hayden's like, yes. The rest of us on the East Coast are like, no. Oh, my goodness. They were buzzing. They were coming through. It got knocked down in front of the net. Yari went down to make the initial save. It gets blocked, and then the puck just falls to the Ducks, and Vale hammers it in. And that's one of the things that you risk doing. If you go to block a shot in front of the net, you got to make sure you clear it. You're from Toronto too, so Mr. Friends, you must be loving this weather. Loving our weather, although it rained yesterday. Ducks flying high. Mega's ticked off. My goodness. That's right, Bella. That's right. Off the draw. This coming around. Edmonton. Nurse going to play it. They got to go. They were sitting back a little bit. They were happy to just clear it around. But they got to keep playing. Yari has been he's been a little better. He's been a little better. I think the second goal he would have liked to have back. This down in the corner. Murphy going to play it up. Edmonton playing it to the middle of the ice. Here comes Hyman. A long shot going to be steered into the corner. Hyman going to go get his own rebound. Playing this one up behind the net. Oil trying to come up with something. Ducks going to chip it past. Ducks are flying. Here they come. Flying V. Anaheim dropping it back across, another blast. And Yari is there with a big save. Good puck movement. That's going to draw a bit of a crowd with 5.5 to go. Don't forget my Preds were terrible when we got rid of our GM. We almost made the playoffs. You guys gave it a run. You guys gave it a huge run. Henrik, again, it's not country versus country. If you look at the Ducks roster, it is made up of many Canadians and many people from around the world. So there's no country on country here. You got to wait for the World Cup for that. Mr. Friends, no way. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm sorry. We want overtime. I don't want overtime. Holy smokes. Quack, quack. Those Ducks picking it up. Good third period. You can't count them out. They are a huge third period team. Another one, Kelly. Another one. But my goodness. These teams. Let's go. We still got a few minutes left. 5.5 to go. Both these teams going to be put into pressure. Anaheim, a couple great shifts made that one happen. A couple real good shifts. Clifford, it was Jeffrey Vale. He got the goal to put the Ducks even. Bouchard gave the Oilers the lead, and Vale tied it up 3-3. Ducks had 2 goals in the second period. Carter Guther and Mikael Granland. The Oilers had 2 goals in the first. Kasperi Kapanen and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. One Shaw. They have a couple of seconds ahead of the live, but I like your commentary. Well, thank you, user, for being here. I'm glad you like our commentary. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us. But let's go. Folks, if you're watching on the talk, we need 23 more follows to get to our little milestone. That's it. 23. So smash that follow button. If you're watching over on the tubes, hit that subscribe. And let's go. 5.5. Ducks gonna back this one up. There it is. Jose Keen, Zanato, user Yoda. Thank you so much. There it is. Now you're coming through cooking. Putting this one over. Here come the Ducks. Gonna turn it around. Long cross ice pass. Ducks into the zone. Through the middle. High slot. No shot. Oilers getting back. Oilers a little too passive. Here's a big blast. Picked up Carlson. 102.7 miles an hour. McDavid turning the corner. McDavid driving. Oh, highway robbery. Dostal saves the game for the Ducks on McDavid. What an outstanding stop. Oh, I got to be quiet. Everybody's sleeping in the house. Here's another shot. That goes wide. Trying to center in front. Over to Nurse. 4.5 to go. The ref going to blow it down with a hand pass. Jesse, you got 200 on Edmonton. Holy smokes. Matthew coming in. Allie, Marcus, thank you, everybody hitting those follows, crushing it. Good job. Good job. But McDavid comes right around everybody, and Dostal goes down, kicks out that right pad. What an unbelievable save. Allie Cass, that was incredible. McDavid trying to bank it off the skate and in behind Dostal. Absolutely spectacular save. PB, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Everybody's showing the love, helping out. Wow. 4:39 to go, and McDavid so close. Dostal saving the day. Here's a long pass, going to be deflected in the zone. Tristan Jarry comes out, going to play it around the glass. McTavish knocks it down, plays it up. Anaheim back to the point, going to dump it in the corner. Ducks cycling it around behind Jarry. Sending it up, Kreider. Back up top. Here's a long shot into the glove of Jarry. 4:16 to go now. 4:16. Unreal right now. Put 100 on plus 320 on the live bets. Nice. We'll get 67 locked in. Ooh, that's a huge one. Cross, thank you for the follow. Nick, thank you for the follow. With 3 streams, you might as well take up NASCAR. I'm good, CeeLo. I'm good. Not enough time in the day. Once, yeah, not enough time in the day. 4:16 to go. Off the draw, Ducks going to play this back to the point. Carlson shovels it into the corner. Going to play it around. They can't get it out. Yes, they do. Draisaitl. He's going to bring it up. Plays it to the middle. Coming through. Can't pull the plug. Trent Frederick with a chance to shoot. Just couldn't pull the trigger. Jag, thank you very much for subbing up. Appreciate it. Oilers coming through. Nick, what's up? Welcome in. Allie is not happy right now. 3:45 to go. Trying to turn this one around. Gonna work it. Carlson to the line, flipping it in. Jarry gonna settle it down, gives it over to Wallman. Wallman playing it up. It's deflected, comes down. 3:30 to go right now. Let's go. Banking this one off the boards, down into the corner. Wallman playing it across. Long pass up. Here come the Oilers. Into the zone. Busting through. Taking a shot to the face for his efforts there was Dickinson. This coming around all the way down. No icing. Ekholm is going to race back and pick this one up. Ekholm slowly moving forward. Under 3 minutes to go. Under 3 minutes. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Still here, still plugging away. This is where hockey gets interesting, that's for sure. All the way down, icing waved off again. Bouchard, he's going back, takes a whack, goes into the corner against Killorn. Going to play it around. There's a bump. Going up, trying to bring it down. Oilers play it to the middle of the ice. Nugent Hopkins getting it to the line, not out. This over around behind Ekholm. 2:29 to go. Yeah, guys, I know how to say it. Thank you for your efforts. This coming around down in the corner, wrapping it around. Ducks trying to get this one out. And it's going to come all the way down. Must be my Canadian accent you're hearing. Here they go. The Ducks again on the move. Flipped all the way down into the zone, trying to come into the corner. Centering it in front, picked up by Draisaitl. He's going to bounce it across. 1:50 to go. Up over the line to Draisaitl. Leon hanging on to it. Throwing it across the line. That's going to come out. They're going to have to back it up. 1:35 to go. 1:35 to go. 3-3 hockey game. Playing it up. Edmonton, Hyman into the boards. Washi takes his man down. Fans are chanting, Oilers wanted interference. Refs aren't calling anything right now. This coming all the way down. Around the boards. Sent all the way up. Edmonton trying to play it up. A little stumble there is enough to have them lose the puck. Carlson setting it up. A lot of fans want the Ducks. A lot of fans want the Oil. McDavid going to play it across. 57 seconds. McDavid with speed, turning the corner in front. Another huge save by Dostal. Puck comes loose, and McDavid with speed, and Dostal shuts the door on him again. Unbelievable as this one comes around. Here's a blast. That one is tipped. Another shot. Great stop there by Jari. Holy smokes. This coming across. It's dumped in. Pointing directions. 30 seconds to go. Both teams coming close. Nurse going to play it up, trying to get this one out. Save after save. 20 seconds to go. Nugent Hopkins going to slow it down now. Oil going to pull this one back. And the boos come out from the crowd as they're going to slow it down and just let the clock run out. Oil not taking any chances. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to overtime. We're going to overtime again. Holy smokes. Every stream goes to overtime. It seems like these days. Oh, Hayden, another overtime show. Here we go. We got 16 minutes, 15 minutes on the clock before OT starts. This is wild. So your goal scorers, if we go back to the first period, Kasperi Kapanen gets his fourth from Wallman and Dickinson. Then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on the power play from Bouchard and McDavid. Cutter Gauthier on the power play, his third from Lacombe and Killorn in the second. Mikael Granland on the power play from Carlson and Carlson. Then in the third, Evan Bouchard picks up his first on the power play from McDavid and Draisaitl. And then Jeffrey Vale, with about 6.5 minutes left, tied it up from Carlson and Lacombe. I'm tired, though. Why not overtime? Why not overtime? We don't need to work tomorrow. Why did they stop skating to go to overtime? Why not one more rush? I guess they didn't want to force a turnover or give the puck away and give Anaheim one last shot on net. So they rather kind of slow things down. So we're going overtime. 36 shots for the Ducks, 27 for the Oilers. 52% Anaheim in the faceoff circle. Edmonton, 47%. Oil are 2 for 2 on the power play. The Ducks are 2 for 4. 33 hits for Anaheim, 25 hits for the Oilers. 17 block shots for Edmonton, 14 block shots for the Ducks. And last but not least, these numbers are absolutely staggering. The giveaway numbers: 18 giveaways for Anaheim, 16 giveaways for Edmonton. That is absolutely crazy right now. I was thinking the same thing. Blame Sam. It's the OT channel. It's the OT channel. OT for every stream. Baseball, basketball, hockey, darts. Do they go to extra time for darts? Traveler, Logan, Alvix, thank you for those follows. Appreciate it. I'm new to hockey. Are there normally as many overtime games in the playoffs as this year? That's a great question. Gary, thanks for the follow. No, there isn't usually. You do get some. Anish, thank you for the follow. You definitely get some overtime games, but not that much. I mean, the first 3 Montreal games went to overtime. Ottawa went to overtime. We're certainly getting a lot. Minnesota, Dallas the other day went to overtime. So absolutely a lot of overtime games. This is why I decided to do this stream. He wants at least one stream that goes in. Hayden, they all go to overtime. Shh. Bella, hush your mouth. No double overtime. Guess you're stuck with it. Hey, Joe, that's okay. That's okay. We'll start watching the clock in a little bit. We're probably good for 2 overtimes, and then things will get a little dicey. Then we'll get a little dicey. Thanks, Brody. Casey, thanks. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely wild right now. Absolutely wild right now. So we're going overtime. So again, if you're not a regular hockey watcher and you're wondering what is happening, aren't they starting overtime right now? Because it's the playoffs, they play a full 5-on-5 overtime. Full 5-on-5 overtime. They get a full intermission, then 20 minutes of overtime. If there's no score, it'll be another full intermission, then another 20 minutes. Saul, thanks for the roses. Jax, thanks for the roses. I appreciate that so very much. Got your money on Anaheim. I don't even know right now. It's hair-raising channel. At that time, we'll start pulling out his hair by the third overtime. No, I just have to look. I'm like, okay, I know I have to be up by 7:30 tomorrow. So I know I got to be up by 7:30. So then I kind of have to start working backwards. If all of a sudden it's like 2 a.m., I know that's like 5.5 hours of sleep. 2:30 we can kind of get away with. So that's where we start playing with the clock. And again, we're going to be back tomorrow at 7:00 to stream. So we'll have to watch it. You got to wake up at 5:45. Yeah. So this is crazy. Blue Jays, what's up? Welcome in everyone. Paxi, what's up? Welcome in. Quebec watching from Australia. Good to see you. That's right, Kevin. We took off the hat for this one. It's getting too hot. It's too hot under these lights. Oh boy, this is going to be an epic one. Look at the bright side saying your hair still looks good. Why? What's with all the hair comment? You guys are going to give me a complex. I'm going to go upstairs after and be like, I got to rewatch the stream. What was wrong with my hair? It's only 10:30 in Edmonton, so you're still good. SAG, so it's got about 12.5 minutes or so. 12.5 minutes before it gets going again. And overtime, OT becomes crazy. Let's do, give me a second. So overtime, it's absolutely nuts. So the longest first round overtimes have gone on, and we've had some big time winners. Let's see what we pull up here. Most overtime games in a series, multiple first round series that have featured extra overtime frequency with the series. 2012 Coyotes Blackhawks and the 51 Leafs Canadiens set the high bars. The longest first round overtime. So here we go. In 1996, the Colorado Avalanche and the Florida Panthers went, wait, what? These numbers don't even make sense. All right, forget that, because that makes no sense. All right, let me go here. Does this make sense? This makes sense. Here we go. So, but this goes way back to 1936. So the longest overtime game, I wish they would just put it in minutes, like in periods. So the longest overtime game was 1936 between the Red Wings and the Montreal Maroons. Detroit won it 1-0. It went 116 minutes and 30 seconds in overtime. That is crazy. Let's go to something more recent, the recent era. The third longest game, Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins in the year 2000. Philly won 2-1 over Pittsburgh. It went 92 minutes. Keith Primeau had the game-winning goal in that one. In 2020, the Blue Jackets and the Lightning, that went to triple overtime. Triple overtime, 90 minutes, 27 seconds, which was crazy. Anaheim Ducks at Dallas Stars in 2003, 3 overtimes, 80 minutes. So we haven't had any recent years, any 4 overtime games. Although I feel like this list is outdated because we did a game last year. Was it last year that went 3 overtimes? And it was not this one. It wasn't Florida, Carolina. So I feel like this list is incomplete. Yeah, I feel like this list is not right. Although I don't remember that game we did. I thought it was in 2024. I could go back in my streams and dig it up. Yeah, I feel like that is not correct. But we are going to overtime again. Who doesn't love a good overtime game? Let's take a look. The record for most overtime goals. Most overtime goals. Can we get to modern era stuff? Again, this doesn't make any sense. Leon Draisaitl is in the list, 24-25. He had 3 overtime games played, and he had 2 overtime goals scored. That was in the Stanley Cup final. So Leon Draisaitl is there. These are just 2s. I don't like these stats. What else do we got? Most overtime goals playoff career. Let's look at this one. There we go. Most overtime goals playoff career. Joe Sakic. He had 8 overtime games played. Oh, excuse me. He had 44 overtime games played, 8 overtime goals, 14 overtime points. That is wild. Joe Sakic, superstar in overtime. Number 2, Maurice Richard, 6 overtime goals. Carter Verhaeghe, he's got 5 overtime goals and 21 overtime games played. Glenn Anderson is on the list, also with 5. Patrick Kane with 5. Brad Marchand with 5. Corey Perry with 5. Leon Draisaitl, he's on the list with 4 overtime goals. You know who's not on this list? Hey, Wayne Gretzky, he only had 4 playoff overtime goals. I don't see a Connor McDavid on this list. I may have to keep scrolling back. John Tavares on there with 2. So interesting. Interesting. Someone explain overtime rules. Never watched hockey. Just gamble on it. All right, Zen. So it's regular hockey rules. Absolutely. In the playoffs, it's same 5-on-5 for 20 minutes. There is no difference in the rules except next goal scores. The first goal that goes in, the game is over. That's it. All right, let me scroll back. I know a lot of comments coming in. Let me just scroll back as I was reading through some of those stats. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure the last time I had a full night's sleep was when I was Brianna, that's hysterical. Kurtz, what's going on? Crazy how the Ducks went from rebuild to actually having a chance. I think the longest game was over several days, but that was before the NHL. Yeah, very, very different NHL. Very different NHL. Hayden wants double overtime. Hayden, we don't want double overtime. Habs 10 overtime wins in 93. Matt, that's crazy. I know Bates Battaglia had some big overtimes. No 3-on-3. No 3-on-3 in the playoffs. It is 5-on-5. Can Sakic come play? Man, I love Sakic. He was awesome. Let's not do another Jays like OT I did with you last year. Yeah, Bruce, man, that was an 18-inning game, a couple 15-inning games. Those were crazy. Who scores? That is a good question, Jackson. That is the good question. And officiating is more, yeah. They won't call anything unless you are upending a player, taking away a goal scoring opportunity. The calls become less and less and less. Now, as the overtime period goes on and on and on, things start to get a little more sloppy and a little more kind of bad playing all over the place. Colin Savoy to score. That would be a good pick. He's been bouncing all over the place right now. He's been bouncing all over the place, which is great to see. Cody, how long have you been watching the stream tonight? You call me I'm a biased announcer. How long have you been watching the stream tonight? I've been calling everything exactly as it is down the middle without an ounce of bias. Do I want Edmonton to win tonight? I sure do. But Cody, I don't think you've been watching the stream long enough to come in and make a comment like that. So you take your ducks and go quack off. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. Drives me nuts. Yeah, right, Brody. Sounds like a biased announcer to me. Oh, so funny. So funny. Love it. Love it. I love to prove them wrong, but I'm afraid that the game goes my way. Yeah. I will. Please do, Cody. Please do. Go and quack off. Betty, which app are you referring to? I'm not actually are you referring to the little screen with the ice? That's right off. You can get that off the NHL website. So you can go to the NHL website and it'll tell you all the stats, and it'll have a little screen that tells you who's on the ice and all that fun stuff. Not a fan of either, but I'm sure the Ducks are winning tonight. Craig, I have no idea. No idea. All right. We're getting set for overtime to begin. Everybody's putting in their picks. You think Darnell Nurse gets one? Oh, my goodness. Darnell Nurse would make me eat my words. Sportsnet Central is where I'm watching tonight's game. Sportsnet Central. All right. Let's pick it up. Oilers. Ducks. Overtime. Coming up. 4 OT goals for McDavid. Kapanen has 2. McDavid has a pair. Hyman has 1. Bouchard has 1. Granland and Kreider, the only overtime goal scorers for the Ducks. Next goal wins. Here we go. Face off at center ice, 5-on-5 hockey. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for the follow, Destin. Zanato, I appreciate that wholeheartedly. This is going to play it off the boards. Oilers dump it in. Dostal going to set it up behind the net. Ducks going to start to move this across. Anaheim with the first rush, bringing it in. Killorn, he's going by Murphy, driving towards the net. One hands it. Yari going to make the save, shoveling this one across. Here's a long shot deflection. That one doesn't work. Anaheim at the side of the net, centers it in front. Nobody is there. Oilers going to take it away and just send this one all the way up to Draisaitl. Knocks it down, goes around his back. Podkolzin coming in the zone. Podkolzin trying to flip it over. With it now. Podkolzin to Draisaitl. Draisaitl. He's with it. Still in the corner. Draisaitl putting it in front to Hyman. It rolls off his stick. The Ducks going to come away with it. Ducks going to move this one now. Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate that. I don't think a goalie has ever had a game-winning goal, but that would be wild if it happened. Over on the side, picked up, going to move ahead. Quick shot. That one is going to go wide. Nice. Good luck to you, my friend. Good luck. Cycling it around, back to the point. Going to keep this one in, down low, a little bump. Going to race to the corner, and here come those Ducks. Ducks going to bring it ahead. Here's a quick shot. And Jari going to make the save. That one was close. Had to keep it down in front. Holy smokes. No, I appreciate it, Brianna. It means the world to me. So chances, chances, chances. The Ducks with the first couple of shots here. And whoo-wee, baby. There's a lot on the line here tonight, folks. A lot on the line. Off the draw. Picked up. Edmonton now going to carry. Oil. Dumping it down. Savoy bringing it across the line. It gets knocked out. Bouchard throwing it across. This one is hammered in. Lacombe going to set it up. It's going to curl. Can't speak. Behind the net. Finally comes out. Bouchard going to bank it off the board. Ducks going to throw it right back in the zone. Set up behind the net. Here come the Oil. Bouchard going to play it back to McDavid. He's going to play this one in the zone. Coming around to get it picked up here by the Anaheim Ducks. John Carlson. He's going to look up ice. Long cross ice. Here they come. Mintkov dumping it in. Nurse there to pick it up. Shoveling it over to Murphy. Playing it around. Nobody's really taking a big risk. Casual playing, and this is going to be an icing call against the Oilers. It's going to come all the way back. Holy smokes. This is wild. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. Thanks for all the love tonight. Let's go. If you're watching on YouTube, we are 12 subs away from 200. Hit that subscribe. If you're coming on TikTok, hit that follow button for us. This over at the side. Duck centering it off a skate. Yari looking behind him. Jari's looking behind him. They're digging it. Referee says no goal. It comes out. The Ducks say they've won. The Ducks say they won. The referee put up his hands and said no. So Jari is looking for it behind him. The referee's having a conversation. This is going to go to video review. Now, this looked like it hit Jari and went between the legs. The fans in the building see the replay. They say it's in. The call on the ice was no goal. They're having a long conversation here. Now, I don't know if the call was no goal or just stop. Let's see the above camera. It hits off of Nurse's skate. It goes between the legs. It crosses the line, but not the whole puck. The whole puck does not cross the line. Scotty with the super chat. Thank you so much. Caught most of all 3 games today. You demand. Thank you, Scotty, for tuning in. So I don't think from the up top camera, you cannot see the whole puck cross. Let's hear the referee says. Wow, so they're calling it a good goal on the ice. How can they call it a good goal on the ice? So this is going to go upstairs. So I don't know how on earth they call it a good goal on the ice when the referee came over and put his hand up like this. There was no good call signal issued on the ice. So they're going to review it. So the above camera, it showed the puck over the line, but not the full puck. It's not over yet, folks. It's going to video review. It's going to video review right now. Don't go anywhere yet. Just smash those follows while you're waiting. So show it to us again. It goes off of Nurse's skate. It goes between the legs of Jari. It's not over the line 100%. Murphy sees it going over. Here's the net cam. Let's see this one. There's the puck. And you can't see because of his skate. I'm convinced this whole puck is not over the line. This should be no goal. So unless they have a different angle, because they have a bunch of angles, they don't always show it to us. But what they've shown us, it does not 100% cross the line. Remember, the puck 100% has to cross the line. And there was no indication by the referee. So how they call this a goal on the ice makes no sense. So the skate is blocking it. So again, you need definitive proof, and there is no definitive proof from the angle they showed us because the skate is blocking. So again, how this was called a good goal on the ice is a joke. It should not have been because the referee was in no position to see this cross the line. So there's no way. The referee never signaled a goal on the ice. So this, if you're an Oiler fan right now, you are getting robbed. Dino, I appreciate that so much. I'm not sure. So they're looking at this real closely because obviously it would mean the game, but it could mean the whole series. If you want to drop us as a PayPal, if you want to help us out, there's our PayPal. Drop it in the chat. Thank you so very much. So there's no definitive proof right now. And I think that's going to be the difference right now. I think they're going to say this is a goal. If they would have said the call on the ice was no goal, they would have come back and said no goal. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. It is being reviewed. Still being reviewed. No call has been made. So now's a good time to hit that follow, hit that subscribe. So we're waiting. We're waiting here. So here's the call. That's a bullshit call right there. They're saying the puck completely crossed the line. How can they say that? They don't have a camera angle that shows that. So it's a good goal. McDavid is having a conversation with the officials. It doesn't matter. The game is over. The Ducks win it in overtime. The Ducks win it in overtime. And it all comes down to the call on the ice was called a good goal. So, hey, there's no chance the referee in the corner saw this cross the line. It was called a good goal. And then in video replay, they say the whole puck crossed the line. Now, they could have camera angles we didn't see. They could have camera angles we didn't see. But they said after video review, the entire puck crossed the line. But how do you see that when the skate was on top of the puck? So this will be one that you guys will debate. Ducks fans love it and say the Oiler fans are crybabies. Oiler fans are going to say they got hosed on a bad call. We know how this story goes. But this goes off the leg of Nurse. It goes between the legs of Jari. There was no original call on the ice. The referee then says it's a good goal. It then goes for review, and they say it crossed the line. So big game, big win here by the Anaheim Ducks. The Oilers in trouble as the Ducks now go up 3-1 in this series. 3-1 in this series. So there it is. Oh, Zeno, thank you so much. There's my PayPal. I'll just drop it in the chat for you. There you go. I appreciate that so very, very much. But thank you for the follows. What a game. Folks, that means I can actually go to bed before 1 o'clock. It sucks for the Oiler fans. It didn't go that way, but hey, that's okay. That's a tough one. That was a tough one for sure. The Ducks going to take it 4-3. So that was absolutely wild. So hang on. So listening to the panel right now, yes, Mario, I do have a full-time day job. So I'm listening to the conversations of the panel right now. Oh, Zanea, I appreciate that so much. What a good dude. Thank you for your support. So they're showing us the top angle. So the referee is in the corner in front of the goal line. He skates then around behind. So I don't know how the referee is nowhere near the net. So this is what's interesting. And I'll have to wait a few minutes for it to be posted and then we can look at it. By the time the referee came from in front of the goal line in the corner, behind the net around, it's already pulled out. So there's no way on earth the referee actually saw this cross the line. So there's no way the referee saw this cross on line. So that's the first problem here. The referee says it's a good goal called on the ice. The referee was in no position to make that call. So then it comes to the video review and what they do, and they review it for some time and they look at it, and there's no definite, at least the camera angles, and I preface this by saying the camera angles that we saw. There was no camera angle they showed us on TV that showed the puck has crossed the line because the skate of the goaltender was over the goal line and over the puck. So you can say, well, it looks like the puck is over the line, but there was no angle that showed it. So because there's no definitive evidence that shows the, the puck crossed the line or didn't cross the line, they go back to the call on the ice, which was good goal. So And the referee comes over and he goes, hold on, I don't know. So let's see if we can pull this up and we can take a look at it here, because I want you to see kind of everything that we're talking about here. So you can make some assumptions, and I don't want to just pull up a still photo, because I don't want to I want to look at the actual video clip. So I can't find it. I really don't want to show a still photo because I don't want to find anything that potentially has been doctored here. So let's take a look. I know everybody's heated right now. Okay. Here, let's see here. Perfect. So let's bring this up. Let's take a look at this. We're going to break this down together. Just give me a moment to get this set up. Before we say goodnight, let's have a quick look at this here. So we're going to look at this together. Now, they could have technology that would easily solve this issue. Okay, so here it is, right? The puck is going to trickle over right here. And you can see right here is the puck. The puck rolls over, and here's the skate. So this is the view, right? So the skate is blocking the line. Now, you can sit here and say, well, we know the shape of the puck and the way it curls, but you can't say if, when you're in curling and you're looking straight down and there can be a small little curve that's just on the line. That's what I think we're talking about here under the skate. I think we're just talking about barely on that line, but you can't definitively call this one way or another. So they go to the call on the ice. So when we bring this play up, here's the same thing, right? The puck creeps behind, right? Here it is, and then the puck gets pulled away. Where's the referee? At this point, it's already been pulled off the goal line. There's no referee. You know where the ref is? Way over in the corner. The referee comes over. Hang on, let's see. It goes over, it pulls out. Now here comes the referee. This is where it is. The referee is coming from over here, over in this corner. So there's no way from over here the referee sees this. And if this goes far enough, it doesn't. Darn it, they cut it off. The referee comes over and he puts up his hands. The referee comes over and he goes like this. He goes, hold on, right? So that means the referee says, hold on. He has no idea if this is in or not. The referees then huddle. The other referees are at the other end of the ice. So there is no reason this should have been a good goal called on the ice. No way. I can understand by the replay, there's no definitive proof. So you say, okay, we're going to default back to the call on the ice. That makes 100% sense. Unless they have another camera angle, of course, that we didn't see. They showed us the high up angle. They didn't show us the low angle. So I understand going back. The replay says inconclusive. We can't tell. They then go to the call on the ice. The referee was not in position to make that call on the ice. And I think that's where the Oilers kind of lost it. So don't like this call at all. But hey, that's what it is. You can't let it come to overtime, right? You got to win your game, and it's unfortunate that it happens to be a bad bounce that goes in. Nothing you can do about it, but hey, things happen. It was a good game. It was a good game back and forth. Anaheim pulled it out. Oilers are in some serious trouble right now. All right, folks, were you shocked or not? No, not in shock, Duck fan. I'm not in shock at all. I hate so much when games end in a controversial fashion, right? If the referee was in position to make the call, I'd have no issue with it whatsoever. I have no issue with the video replay saying it's inconclusive. Let's go to the call on the ice. My issue here is, how is the referee able to make a call on the ice when he skates over and says, hold on, means he has no idea, right? He was not in position. He was above the goal line. He wasn't even below it. He was above the goal line in the corner. So he has to race down around behind. At that time, the puck's already pulled out. He says, hang on. He has no idea. He goes to the linesman and the other referee. Well, the other referee is at the blue line. The linesman is at the blue line. Nobody else is in position to make that call. So I think it's a bad call. So I love all you people saying good goal, good goal, good goal. And I understand you're Duck fans. And that's okay. But there is no conclusive evidence to show you that it was a good goal. But I appreciate all of your opinions. Listen, not Jari's fault. Not Jari's fault at all. It's a good play. Thrown right into the front of the net, off a skate, deflects through his legs. Nothing he could do about it. The Oilers players or the coach complained. Mario, they did, but at that point, there's nothing they can do. Nothing you can do about it. It's the ref's call, right? It's the ref's call, and I think, quite frankly, it was the wrong call. So that is absolutely unfortunate. Not a Duck fan. I'm a Pens fan. That was a good goal. Austin. Okay, Austin, tell me how you see that's a good goal. What camera angle, Austin, did you see where the puck crossed the line? I'll wait. Or anybody in here that's saying the puck crossed the line. Let me know which camera angle you saw where you saw the puck cross the line. Because I would love to know, because I saw 3 different camera angles did they show it was, and I didn't see it cross the line. Reese, listen, the game's over. I get it, but I'm curious to know. I want to know. Give what up? It did. So tell me where. Tell me what camera angle you saw. The camera from the in goal. So Austin, that's the same one I watched. It doesn't show across the line. The skate exactly. Exactly. Thank you for proving my point. Jeroen, thank you for proving my point. The skate covered it. It went under the skate. Yes, the skate covered it. So again, my question I posed to all of you people in the chat was, where did the puck cross the line? And you're all like, bro, it crossed the line. Bro, it crossed the line. So I said, tell me which angle it crossed the line. And you told me a camera angle that doesn't show it crossing the line. So again, without making assumptions, tell me where it is. Paul, I don't think it is. Paul, have you ever watched curling before? And again, I just to be clear, I'm just debating you for the fun of it. I actually don't care. You couldn't see the white between the puck and the goal lines. It's inconclusive. Thank you. Exactly. It's inconclusive. That is what I was hoping to see. That camera angle is inconclusive. So Sonic, what happens when something is inconclusive? You obviously know what's happening. What happens when a call is inconclusive? Because the camera angle did not show it go in. Without making assumptions, there's no definitive call. So what happened? Because they called it a goal on the ice. They called it no goal. Thank you. Exactly, Coop. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to explain. Call on the ice stands. Exactly, Alex. Exactly. So you guys are answering. Vote for the higher ups. You guys are answering exactly what I'm saying. And sorry, YouTube talk. I know you guys are here too. I didn't want to explain it. Mainland, there are already photos online of the clear goal. There are no photos online of a clear goal. There's photos online of a skate covering the puck on the goal line. So what I'm trying to explain, and what a lot of you people don't want to understand, is the skate covers the top. And if you watch curling, you see how these measurements take place. The skate was on top of the puck. We're talking like a quarter of an inch, like a fraction of a centimeter, the smallest little thing. The puck has to be 100% over the line. They can't tell that by video replay because of the cover-up. So what I'm trying to explain is it goes to the call on the ice. But where was the referee to make this call? He was in no position to make the call. So that's all I'm saying. How does the ref make the call when he's in the corner above the goal line? He comes around behind. By that time, the puck is long gone. The referee says, hold up, hold up, hold up. I don't know what happened. That's what I'm trying to say. So you guys, you can say what you want about camera angles and all that. The answer, as a lot of you folks said, There was no definitive call because of the cover-up, because of the camera angles. It goes to the call on the ice. And quite frankly, the referee's call on the ice is wrong because the referee was not in position to make that call. So if you cannot see the puck go in, and because from the referee we're standing, it would have been physically impossible to see the puck go in. That's all I'm saying. The referee, you can't say what I call. Adam, I 100% from where he was standing on the ice, I can 100% tell you what he can and cannot see. Have you ever been on the ice, Adam? Have you ever been on the ice before? When you're on the ice and you're in front of the goal line in the corner and you're looking through 10 bodies and the puck comes around behind and it's under a skate and it's covered by a pad, you can't see that from in front of the goal pad. The only place you can see that is directly behind where the referee was not. So if you've ever stepped on ice before, if you've ever played a game of hockey, ball hockey, if you've ever seen it, if you've ever stood on that position on the ice, you cannot see that spot. That's what I'm saying. So replay actually has nothing to do with this because it was inconclusive. It goes to the call on the ice, and the call on the ice was made, and it is what it is. So the Ducks won. Congratulations, Duck fans. You take a chokehold on this series, 3-1 in the series. And listen, good for you. Listen, don't get me wrong. I have no issue with the Ducks winning at all. No issue at all. They came back. It was a big win, a huge win. So no issue with that at all. I don't like bad calls. Yeah, Brandon, I've looked at it. I looked at it, Mainland. It's not clearly in. Again, it is not clearly in the net. It is covered by the skate. It is covered by the skate. So it's it's not. I love it. I love sports fans so much. All right, folks, it's 1 a.m. I'm tired. I've been streaming since 1:30, almost 12 hours. I appreciate you all so much. It's been a fun day of streaming here. Sport fans are sport fans, and that's A-okay. We love to debate it. We love to have fun. Even the goal on the ice, the review would have shown it across the red line. Beer Baron, the review did not show it cross the line. That's what we're talking about. There is no definitive review that showed it crossing the line. Oh, man, that's okay. Check again. It's clearly in. I've watched the replay 8 times. I've looked at the photos. Anyways, good night, folks. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll come back and debate me again sometime. We'll see you next time on the Samwelb12 Experience. Thank you, mods, for doing everything. Thank you, fans, for joining us. Thank you for everyone who gave us a chance to enjoy the game. We had a good time with you all day. This would have been amazing. It's going to be talked about for a long time. That's okay. Thanks for the follows. We'll see you again. We'll be back tomorrow night for more sports. See you then. Have a good one. The top of the puck would be below the line. Beer Baron. So again, your comment is false. Would be, when you're doing replay, it has to be definitive. There's no would be. There's no I assume. There's no let me draw a picture and see. It has to be definitive. And your point, the puck would be, doesn't make sense. You go to the replay to prove yes or no, not to would be. I could be an amazing professional hockey player if I tried. I could be, would be, maybe someday. You have to prove it. That's why the replay showed nothing, and it goes to the call on the ice. So there it is. Peace out. Have a good day. Good night. Samwell be out. Thanks for watching, and good luck. Not true. Anyone who watches seen many goals. No! Beer Baron! Holy shit. Read the rule, dude. You go to replay to show where the puck is. It's not an assumption. It's not an assumption. Oh, my goodness. Great luck. Oh, love you, Beer Baron. Have a great night. Good night, everybody. We'll see you later. We'll talk to you later. I'm Chris. I actually couldn't care. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't care. That's the funny thing. Oh, man. Have a good one. This is fun. You guys are making me smile. All right, I'm going to bed now for real. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back with a smile on our face. Take care and have a good one.